can
good.
cover that shit. All right, where that shit posted? Oh man.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Not again.
Damn. Silk Talk Pod motherfucking cast episode. I've been waiting to turn up. Episode motherfucking. Can I get a drum roll, please? 10.
Everybody show some love. Come on, episode 10, baby.
You dig? Hey, let's take a shot, y'all. Let's do a little toast,
Hey,
man.
This shot's for y'all, for real.
It's been a long motherfucking journey, man. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for
having
popping
us.
out.
Yeah.
This is a moment in motherfucking history right here, man. We going viral. Woo.
Yes,
I brought the
sir.
heady out. Woo! I brought Harold's chicken out, a big bucket of some motherfucking chicken wings. I'm like, tonight we getting ratchet.
That's some
Come on,
It's
how'd
the-
your kids? How'd your wife?
That's fine.
I don't know. It's from Hollywood.
Oh,
Bussin'.
Never had arrow chicken.
Bussin'. We about to
I never
change your
had
life.
I never had it either.
You guys are probably on the most litest episode in existence.
hey,
Probably.
The
bro.
10th one.
Say that.
If you watching now, y'all supported us through so much. It just got me thinking back of all the episodes. Big Clit. We came in the gate with Big Clit. Legendary, viral.
We started drinking breast milk till now.
We drank Shorty's breast milk on the pod.
That was lit.
History was made. And here we are 10 episodes in. And it's motherfucking lit. Hey,
my
I'm not
God,
gonna
that
cap.
was
I
crazy.
brought the boys out tonight. I brought the motherfucking boys out tonight, man. Okay, let's start right here to my left. We got a homie of mine. You know what I'm saying? We used to work at this job together. It was super duper lit. And bro, like, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you for real. I feel like I definitely found a brother in you. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. We had some good memories when we was working that motherfucking job together, bro. We had some good times. I never had the chance to go to like school in LA, but that job felt like my high school experience I never had in LA. Like, bro, like we gonna dig in. We gonna dig in. But to my left, I got my homie Lucky. Give it up for Lucky one time. Shout out Lucky. We got my mans to the left. Another one. As you can see, homie got the oxytocin hat designed by me.
Had to be there to get it. Had to be there to get it.
You had to be there to get it.
Exclusive. Don't tell me about, oh, I'm trying to buy it later. You wasn't there.
You wasn't there.
Don't
And
use anymore. Is there any more?
there's no more. They're one of one.
Wow.
See,
You know what I'm
already
saying?
know.
And it
Had to
matches
be
with the
there.
drip.
Come on.
Fam is drippy as hell.
You
Fam
told
got
me
the
come on
silky.
Silk Talk. I already got the silk jumpsuit. Shout out Jackson De Leon.
Shout out Jackson. Fam
You
got the
know what I
silk on
mean?
silk on silk.
Young.
You know what I'm saying? Ooh, and the mask too. You know what I'm saying? Gotta represent real Capricorn shit. Appreciate you too, bro. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you bringing the vibes to the parties that we threw. Oxytocin was a legendary experience. Appreciate you coming off on my music video shoot. Another legendary experience.
Appreciate you
And-
having me, bro. For real.
Oh, for sure, for sure. And we going up. It's only up. You already know the vibes. IDK Zen in the building. Give it up for IDK Zen.
Hey.
Oh man, to IDK Zen's left. Another dope person I also found a brotherhood in. Really smooth individual. It's like you remind me of Snoop. You know how Snoop is just like a tall, smooth motherfucker? This motherfucker smooth, bro. Look how that motherfucker just sit the Henny real quick. That was smooth as fuck, boy. No effort. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We had a lot of great memories also working that job with Barry and them. Lit, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate your support. Appreciate you being a good friend and just being a real one, you know what I'm saying?
Always.
Q in the building. Give it up for Q in the building. To Q's left, probably a familiar face for most of y'all, you know what I'm saying? He done been on the pod a couple of times or whatever, you know what I'm saying? The legendary,
The GOAT.
the GOAT, the best storyteller I've ever met in life. Like,
real.
motherfucker be told the best stories, bro.
It's
Like,
always in
what?
the Bay. It's always about the Bay, too.
Always about the Bay. And even when it's not about the Bay, it's just like like homie told me this story about like I think you said, I forgot where you was at. You said you was smoking. They showed you how to smoke weed the way that they smoke weed. I think it was like some Jamaican niggas you was with at the time.
Oh damn! I told you about that shit.
Yeah, yeah. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that.
Yeah, yeah.
You know
They taught me how to smoke Crush Grabber.
Yes,
Yeah,
Crush
like a
Grabber.
spliff,
We
real
was having a
spliff.
deep conversation on the motherfucking beach, and I was
Some real
smoking this
shit.
nigga shit. This motherfucker smokes the most firest fucking shit, and I'm like, where you learn this at? The motherfucker told me a story. It was dope. Shout out Drew, you know what I'm saying, in the building. Let's give it up for Drew. I appreciate you, Drew. Appreciate the support. You know what I'm saying? You're a very big supporter of me and everything I got going on with the music, the pod, everything, bro. Excuse me. Everything, bro. You know what I'm saying? Really appreciate you, and you know, happy to have you back at the Silk Talk podcast, man.
Anytime, bro. Anytime.
For real. So yeah, this is everybody I got. That's probably the longest introduction I've ever done.
Yeah.
This is episode 10 though. It's lit. Me, for those who don't know me, I'm Under the Deity, a Silk Talk podcast host, recording artist of about 4 years, living in LA. Actually, recording artist about 5.5 years. Living in LA for like 3.5 years. And you know, I'm just living my life, and I'm actualizing my dreams and actualizing, you know, everything I ever wanted to do in life. You feel me? Like this podcast. And I'm here with my beautiful co-host.
A Divinity, CEO of Healing with Divinity, yogi, spiritualist, many other things, sound healer, and I'm excited to be on episode 10. Thank you so much.
Episode 10. Oh, man. So I brought the boys out this episode. There's a lot to talk about in
like
today's day and
where
age.
to
There's so many ways we can go with it. I definitely want to start off with some trending topics, you know, break the ice,
Let's do
talk
it.
about some popular things.
Let's do it.
Nothing is off limits. Say whatever y'all want to say. If something comes up that y'all don't want to talk about, just be like, I don't want to talk about it. And we're going to keep it moving.
Real.
We're not going to press you. I swear.
Real.
Let's see, man. Do you want to get into some of your shit that did you prep anything for us?
No, it's just a chill vibe.
Just
Oh, you didn't prep
I
nothing?
prepped some stuff, but we don't have to go into that right now. You want to start with just the questions first?
Yeah, let's have something to break the ice.
So I've been using ChatGPT. This is not sponsored by them, but I really been liking it a lot. Like if I have questions on like things I don't know what to say, like either a caption or a topic, I'll just like I feel like a lot of crazy shit's been going on in like the world in general. Yeah, so I feel like
Do you think you could like break that down a little bit? Because I'm not gonna lie, I hear a lot of girls, especially in LA, they talk about it's the stars, it's the retrograde, but
Okay,
I mean,
I'm gonna try
I
my
don't
best
know.
because I'm not a person
Like,
that knows
in a
so much
nutshell,
about it.
In a nutshell, you don't have to tell
Okay.
me like it was according to this person like 100 years ago.
Do you know
da-da-da.
like your rising, your moon, and like
I mean,
your
all I
sun
know
sign?
is I'm a Capricorn.
That's what you know. Okay, that's your
Yeah.
sun sign,
Yeah,
your ego, how you present yourself.
for sure.
Then you have your rising, which is how
Mm-hmm.
you present yourself in social situations, and how you act is different. Then you have your moon, is how you act and handle your emotions. Those are all based on when you were born, where the planets were aligned when you were born, the time, and the location.
Okay.
So,
do,
like-
do you think gravity has like kind of like a play in that? Because I know it's like when the moon is closer, like the oceans, you know, tidal waves are bigger when the moon is
I
closer.
don't think it has to do with like I guess gravity. I don't think it has to do with gravity. I think it just has to go with like where you were, where the
Okay.
stars were aligned, where you're born, and like the location of where you are.
Mhm.
So like you're born at like 12 o'clock at night in Massachusetts during this day. That's where the planets were aligned during that time for you. Either Saturn, Venus, like different signs.
Yeah, and then so because I always hear that question, like kind of you know where, what time, where, and stuff. So it
So-
definitely plays a role.
What day were you born?
The 14th.
Of what? January, February?
January.
January. So January 15th, you're a Capricorn because where you were born during that time, the stars were aligned in Capricorn.
Mm-hmm.
There's 12 zodiacs are aligned in the sky. And the star system of that time when you were born was what that star system was. So it was Capricorn. And that's
Okay.
why you are a Capricorn. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Also, it's kind of trippy. Like
It's trippy.
you don't have to dive deep into it, but I have noticed like it may not be like tit for tat, but it's pretty like spot on when I look up like
Yeah.
like what's your sign?
I'm a Scorpio.
Scorpio. So if I were to search up Scorpio, like I
Yeah.
get like a general like most Scorpios. I know it's not like spot on. But
Yeah.
like for me, like when I first read Capricorn and what that entices, I'm like, dude, did I write this? Like, it's kind of trippy.
Yeah.
And
Nah, it super is trippy. It's funny, when I first started learning about astrology, like I thought it was bullshit. I ain't gonna tell. I didn't believe none of that bullshit.
Like, what is he talking
I
about?
said, bro, you could read this and apply it to any person, bro. But like once I started learning about like, okay, like every planet, like you have a sign for every planet that's out there. So like Venus is like how you perceive love and how you love, and then you have that as for a certain sign. You know what I'm saying? The moon, you have a certain sign for your moon. Your moon represents like your emotions and stuff. Then you have your rising sign, which is like how you act in social settings. The best way to explain it is like you could think of your sun sign as your ego. That's kind of like what it's like your living room of your house. You know what I'm saying? Like most people see it or whatever. Not most people, but a lot of people see it. It's the general vibe of the crib. You know what I'm saying? Your rising sign is kind of like what the crib looks like from the outside. How people first perceive the crib. Like, okay, this, that. You know what I'm saying? Your moon sign is like your personal bedroom. Not everybody gets to see it unless they super close to you, and then they get to see that
because when I
side.
get asked that question, like, what's your rising, what's your moon? It's like, I don't know. Like
Yeah,
I know my
your
moon.
rising is
Yeah.
how you act in social settings. So like me, for example, what?
No, it's okay.
Me, for example, I'm a Gemini rising. So like I could be the quietest in the room, or I could be the most turned in the room. You know what I'm saying? You see how I be on stage, bro.
I feel like I'm the
He
same.
see how
I
I be
feel like
on
I'm the same.
stage.
I'm the same person as you.
You know what I'm
bro.
saying? Nah, you
chopped it up
for real.
immediately.
Definitely
Like,
look up
I
your
get the
astrology,
vibe.
bro, because it's like it helps you understand yourself. And I feel like through understanding yourself, you're better able to understand the world, because the world is just a reflection of you. You know what I'm saying? Every experience you have, every conversation you have is just a reflection of yourself.
Word.
You feel me?
I feel like a lot of ancient cultures like looked at the stars and shit, like the ancient Egyptians and all that. So there's got to be something to it. You know what I mean? Like,
And a lot of Chinese
you ain't
cultures
gotta love
believe-
it, but you gotta respect it, because
Yeah.
it might be some ancient shit we don't even know about, to be real.
Nah,
Like,
type shit. In the ancient times, like we're just now catching up to ancient technology. Like the shit they knew back then, like we're just now catching
Which
up to
is
that
so
shit.
mind blowing, bro. We really don't know nothing.
We don't
compared to
know
what
shit.
The universal knowledge and the truth.
Bro, the wise man knows that he knows nothing.
I
Yeah.
love that.
Straight up.
Yeah.
That's
I don't
that
want to.
Zod
I don't
got
want.
me
I don't want to
spitting right now.
Bro, no.
Healing with Divinity pack, healingwithdivinity.com. You can go there, get yourself a little pre-roll. That shit got me spitting right now.
Oh shit.
Maybe it's very strong for that.
Nah, it's some Zod.
But a lot of Chinese
that was
cultures
the bar,
believe
that
you
was the
shouldn't be
gym for
telling
real.
people your rising, your moon, and your soul sign, your sun sign, because people get to know you too well. And like, you know,
I believe
a lot
that.
of Chinese cultures believe that someone shouldn't know you that well to like know all those. But
I believe.
out in
in
LA,
vampires.
people ask you what's your moon, and it's always surprising, especially when guys say, "This is my moon, this is my rising." It's kind of funny. It's like girl culture. Like if a guy tells you their rising and their moon, it's like, "What kind of girls you been fucking with?" Like,
Too many.
I know. So it's like guys have. I guess that's a question I can ask.
he's
Like,
too comfortable
it's how you
with
know,
it.
like,
Dude,
yeah, you're
yeah,
a
like,
player.
she
Like,
didn't
girls
even
be know.
ask.
That's
You
how
told
girls
her.
know. When like you be saying, like a guy tells you their rising, their moons, like, what bitches you be fucking with? Like,
Honestly, yeah. Yeah.
I'm crying, yo. If you're watching this right now, you getting some game right now.
Literally.
Chris, could you move the OBS screen a little bit to the left so I can see the comment section? I think someone said something. Love you guys. Jaina, shout out Jaina in the building. Jaina in the building.
Dang, that's cool. You can read that.
D, man, I ain't got these big eyes for nothing. Shit. Jaina said, "Def nothing to do with gravity." Haha.
That 2020 eyesight.
What? I got that 60-60.
Ooh.
You feel
That
me?
new update.
You feel me?
you gotta come on the podcast and talk to people why the Earth is flat and not round.
Yo, Jaina would,
Are we gonna
Jaina
talk
would
about
fit
this
in
right
this
now?
setting. We're gonna talk about a lot of
flat
shit,
Earth?
bro. We got time.
You wanna hop on flat Earth?
I'm taking my time with this. You know what I'm saying? We
the
got
Earth
time.
can still be round and flat. People don't understand that. Like
How
a
could it be?
Oh my God!
Okay,
I've
okay.
never heard this in my life.
Okay.
Hold on. Let him cook. Let him cook.
All right. So
Let him cook.
So this circle, right? The circle of the bucket of chicken.
Okay,
right?
can they see that? Okay,
We're
they can
gonna
see
use
that.
in chicken terms, right? So
Okay.
it's
got
all
one
about,
brr.
it's all about perspective, right? So we perceive it in a 3D perspective because we're looking at it. We know it's a bucket of chicken, but if we just look from the top, it's only flat.
Yeah.
But let's say, I don't know, like North America is like right here.
Mhm.
You could still go around. Notice I said around. The world of China is right here, and you could still go around to the other part of the world. It's still flat though. So this is all speculative. I'm not saying I'm a flat earther or this and that. This is just I've listened to the argument. I'm like, why do you guys push on it so hard? But like, it can still be flat, but you can still like let's say you're in North America right here on this piece of paper, right? So you can leave Cali and go to Japan or whatever, but you know the reason why you don't see LA anymore and it's not like a straight image is because the image is a circle.
I gotta ask Jana what she thinks about that.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
This fool said, "Fuck
He's
both
hit.
y'all."
Jana said, "Okay, he's hit."
He's here. Damn. I told you, let him cook.
And then you're hip. She's super like about it.
Nah, she's hella like into all that shit, bro. She's
Yeah.
like, nah, he hip, he knows.
You
know he talking
what I
about. This fool said, fuck round earthers and flat earthers.
Like,
She's like,
y'all
it's
both
round.
retarded.
y'all
like-
both wrong. Y'all ain't really woke.
It's round and
Shout out
Still
Tori
sleeping,
Double Cup.
still
Tori said,
sleeping.
love you guys. Happy 10 years. Probably 10 episodes she means. I'm so excited for this episode. Yo, shout out Tori in the building, man. But damn, yo, you got me thinking. Fam said
Like, really
it's
think
flat
about
in
it,
Earth.
bro.
Because at the end of the day,
It's perspective.
when you think of like a dimension, all it is seeing it from a certain perspective. So like you said, you look at a piece of paper and you just see, what's that, 1D, 2D? 2D?
2D is when you
2D.
Yeah, I don't
2D
even know.
is
I don't even
2D
know
just
how to
a
explain
line?
1D. 2D is like you look at a TV, everything on that TV is 2D because it's always going to be flat when you perceive it.
Right.
That's when you put on the goggles when you go into the movie theaters. Is now it's 3D because it's leaving the screen. No longer is it just flat. Now from that flat surface, like it has dimension. So let's say like I don't know, like a bullet. We were watching an action movie. It flies off, right? But like if you were to freeze frame that, pause time, and like go to this side, you'd see the bullet leaving the movie screen.
Type shit. 3D.
You know,
Type shit.
and I guess 4D is like you.
I feel like 40 is this reality we're in.
Yes, we're in
And
the
then
fourth
5D
dimension.
would be a higher dimension. I hear in 5D we don't.
meditate.
Yeah, 5D is like outside of the physical. Because one thing they don't talk about when they talk about dimensions, they always talk about like up, down, left, right, but they never talk about in and out. In and out. You know what I'm saying?
That's fine.
Same way you're in your body, and sometimes you have an experience where you're out your body, like when you're sleeping. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like 5D is the out, and this is
5D is definitely here though. For
or
sure.
5D actually probably more politically correct would be the in, because you're digging within yourself, because everything is just you. You know what I'm saying? This entire existence is just the universe experiencing itself. It's just you experiencing yourself.
Yeah. So somebody told me the other day, like, your life is just the universe's different perspective.
That's all it is.
And I was like, what the heck?
That shit deep, right?
But then it gets too deep sometimes.
Yeah,
Sometimes,
I'm like,
sometimes
bro,
you're like having this experience and you're like, this is happening to me, but it's a sign to me, so through me. And then you're like, what does it really mean? And sometimes it's not even that deep. You're like, nah, they just like cut me off in traffic because I was being a dickhead. Or
Yeah.
No cap, because you'll be like, he cut me off because the universe is trying to give me a sign to think like this, and this is what I need to change about myself. It's like, nah, nigga, he's just a bad driver.
Like I'm not gonna lie, like
I'm coming up with
I
that
understand the retrograde and everything, but sometimes I just like I really tell people you gotta stop being a pussy. Stop blaming it on the universe or the stars. Like, just we all going through it. Like, just get a grip for real. You know what I mean? You can't keep blaming it externally.
I understand not blaming, like,
But
outside.
I do understand though that there's like bigger stuff than us going on at play. And
think of it this
you know,
way:
I'm just here to play
we're
my
what,
part.
80% water, and what does the moon do when it's closer to water? It pulls the
100%.
waves.
It was a full moon like 2 days ago, and it was like I'm like, why is everyone so active? I feel
Yeah.
active, and I'm like, I looked outside, and I'm like, that's why.
I think when the moon's closer, the waves are more active. I believe, right?
Yeah,
So
that's why I asked
that
about
affects
gravity.
us.
That's why I asked about gravity
I
because
don't think it has anything to do
that
with
does.
gravity.
I don't know. It's just something that I think
in terms
about.
of astrology.
Yeah, because when you're talking about like the moon,
Oh,
and the
interesting
stars and stuff,
perspective.
I'm also thinking about like because when the moon is closer, we act different
Right.
because of its gravitational pull. That's why I'm asking like for
Yeah, maybe that's just like the moon's effect on us.
I think each
Because even on full moon, like my cattle start acting different, bruh. Like my cattle just like be on like 10. Bruh, speaking of full moon, I got this crazy, bruh. Remember when we was at Clay and I told y'all, I was like, yo, so full moon tonight. Y'all niggas watch out now. I'll never forget that night, nigga. I got double booked for a show. I went to the first show. I was high off shrooms. Went there, turned up. It was lit. Me, just MBJ. Flacco was driving. Shout out my nigga Flacco. And then we had that show in Hollywood, and then that shit got shut down. Yo, my nigga Lucky was so tight. Like, damn, what the fuck? It was like packed. It was like the most packed it was ever. Because we were at the venue before when I performed the first time, and it was never that type of pack before, bro.
which venue was it?
Dirty Laundry.
Ah, fuck, but
Bruh, I was gonna have a lit show. I'm hyping me. Yeah, nigga, I got booked for 2 shows same night. What's happening? The second show gonna be litter than the first show. What's happening? And then I pull up, and it's just like, yo, this shit got shut down. Like, damn. You were there. You was there with Tori. Yo, everyone was there.
That's
Bruh,
the worst.
everyone was there. I'm like, damn, this is some bullshit, son. This shit is crazy.
Yeah, fans jumping on the cars.
Yeah. And then after that, okay, that was when me and Divinity weren't together. So after that, I hit up my peoples and I tell you, I'm like, yo, there's this after party spot in downtown. We finna slide. So we slid there. I don't even think I told no one this story. We slid there. My homie GSMBJ was finna park the car. And no, wait. Yeah, GSMBJ was finna park the car. No, okay, this is what happened. There was a car in front of us that was finna park. And I recognized the car. And I'm like, yo, pull up in the spot. So then Jay pulls up in the spot. I knew it was you. So then you get out the car Hell yeah, what? This episode 10. We going viral. Anyway, you get out the car because T crazy. Like, she just be getting out the car and turning up on niggas. She don't know who it is.
Yeah,
She be thug mode. She be on thug mode, bro. It's crazy. So she gets out the car. Yo, I'm about to take that spot. What's happening?
I was so mad.
I get out the car and then her whole face, your face was like you were starstruck. Like you seen a ghost of Christmas past or something, bro. That shit was crazy.
What does it have to do with the moon?
That was on the full moon. all of this happened on the full moon. Are you playing?
Oh, did I?
This is a crazy ass night. What you talking about?
This is wild.
I went to the first show was lit.
So
the
me-
second show got canceled. Then I see you. I'm like, damn, we ain't even together. Like, what's happening?
We weren't together at the time. We weren't dating at the time, and I wasn't the type to, like, I wasn't fucking with anyone else. It was like a breakup that we went through, and I wasn't with anyone else at the time. And so as soon as he sees me, he looks in my car to see if I was with
Oh,
him.
yo, yeah. Hey, bro, I got out the car. I got out the car and I walked up to her. Like, I don't know, for some reason in my head, I'm thinking like we're cool and shit for some reason. Because like we've been together a long time, you know what I'm saying? So it's just natural instinct at this point. So she's like mad and shit. And then I'm talking to her and I'm like, wait, who the fuck in this car? I look in the car and I see old homegirl in the car. I'm like, oh shit, she probably think I'm crazy. Anyway, I'm not done. This full moon energy we talking about right now. So that happened after all the other shit happened. I'm like, whatever, we cooling. I'm with my gang, we cooling. Y'all pull up and shit. We get inside the venue. My homegirl Hallie was there, chilling, minding her own business. And then some drunk dude comes up to her and like gets all in her face and is like, yo, you coming home with me tonight, baby? Mind you, I hate when like drunk motherfuckers be bothering innocent women, bro. Like something inside me just gets triggered and I go attack mode. So I put my arm over her shoulder, like acting like she's mine, like to like kind of give him like a hint, and then we walk away and I pull her away with me. And then he puts his hand on my shoulder. I'm like, oh, it's game over, bro. I'm like, this nigga touch you. So I turn around, I cussing him out. I'm like, bro, yo, what the fuck? Don't fucking touch me, bro. I'm gonna fuck you up. Da-da-da-da. He's drunk as hell. He starts reaching in his waist, like drunkenly, slowly reaching his waist. Mind you, security's there behind me, just looking at the whole shit go down. I'm cussing him out. I'm like, bro, yo, I'm telling security, I'm like, yo, get this nigga, bro. Like, this nigga's drunk as fuck, bro. He's fucking up the whole vibe. He's doing what he do. And then my homeboy, what's that nigga named Fitted? Fitted turns around, he hears a commotion. He's like, he just puts his hand between both of us because he was cool with that guy too. He just kind of separated everything. But fam almost got, you know what I'm saying? He almost pulled out the ooh on me on a full fucking moon. And then the crazier part, this is the craziest part, and then I'm done. I know I'm ranting right now, my bad, but it's episode 10. I'm sorry. The party's over. We go back to our whips. We chilling. I know y'all remember this now. We chilling, talking near the whip and shit. Da, 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 da. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? to full moon nights in LA, for real. To crazy full moon nights in LA. I know y'all listening right now. So we're at the whip chilling, macking with my homies and
Can you pull me another one?
This is a shared bottle. Take as much as you want. We trying to get turned tonight.
A car pulls up, like that movie. What's that movie? You know that movie where the guy was like, Ricky.
Oh.
I had a Ricky ass moment, bro. That shit was a Ricky moment, bro. Boys in the Hood, bro. I had a Boys in the Hood moment, bro. A car pulls up right next to us. We don't know what car it is. Dark ass windows. Rolls up, slows down, puts the window down, and this guy's mean mugging us from the car. And it's the same dude that almost pulled out the ooh on me in the party, bro.
No.
So he stands there, he's looking at us like this, the window's down. We just standing there like just cooling like, all right, like what's good? You know what I'm saying? And then he just put his window up and drove off. I was like, bro, like yo, tonight is crazy,
That's
bro.
wild, bro. God's intervention, bro.
Yeah, that was my crazy full moon experience.
That was a lit night though. We had fun.
It was it was a good night though. No cap. Through all the bad stuff and like everybody, no one got hurt. Everybody got home safe.
I feel like the last like crazy full moon night experience was
What was that,
Halloween.
like 3, 4 in the morning?
We was out late
Oh, if you out late, yeah.
in downtown
It's
LA
demon time
at
out
night.
here. It's demon time out here.
It's spooky, bro.
Don't go outside, bro. For real.
Don't, bro. You
Even
gotta-
going outside
We
right
was
now,
already
bro, it's
outside.
like-
We was already outside like what? Probably like, it started probably like 10.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Like 9, 10. It started that, but then you look up, it's 3:30, 4 in the morning.
Nah, type shit. Downtown LA at night is like the weirdest shit ever,
No, there's too many spirits out here, bro. It's like
bro. This is like sacred land.
Portal.
yeah,
It's like sacred,
Hollywood, bro. Like think about the name.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard of that. Someone
Break
broke
it
that down.
break it
Someone broke that down on
What is it?
TikTok.
It's the Hollywood tree. It's
That's what it was. Yeah.
the Hollywood tree. It's a real tree. You guys can search it up. But basically, this tree is the same tree that like witches use for like their wands and like certain practices.
Yeah, that's what it was.
It's
The
like
wands.
very like appreciated in that community, and so you know you want to talk about Hollywood, but you know there's also just as much talk about Hollywood as there's like with conspiracies and weird stuff that goes on in these parties and stuff in the hills, and like I don't know, like I really feel it out here. I think because of my impact.
That shit's real as fuck.
It's
for
real
real.
as fuck. Do you remember my release
know, you
party
know.
I did at your store, bro? I think that was during a full moon, bro.
For real?
Yeah. So I dropped my first project at the end of it was like right after Halloween, huh? It was like November 1st or 2nd. And I did my release party at when Drew still had a storefront. And then like bro, it was like there was so much fog in the street, bro, and like everyone was like about to fight each other the whole night, bro.
It was
someone
2020
get
too, right? The
jumped. It
pandemic.
was 2020, bro. Like in the middle of COVID, streets
Weird
were
vibes.
empty. There's no cars. It looked like a horror movie, bro. Like straight, you couldn't see like 6 feet. I couldn't see like anything past the street light. Like that's how foggy it was. And literally, like I don't know, like some fools were trying to like press me and my homie in the back because I guess Blueface was shooting a music video, but you know, like some of these rappers, like they just be hiring like their homies from LA for like security. It's not real. It's not someone with a badge and like that went through the whole process. It's like their homie. You know what I mean? So like literally, me and my homie almost got packed out because we were like looking for him. Like we were walking in the back parking lot, and then we walked through a bunch of cars, and basically like,
Oh, you were supposed to be there, like.
bro, I was
but
literally supposed to be there.
they-
They weren't, bro.
Yeah,
And
type
then,
shit.
Like yeah, so I'm looking for him.
It was a
bro, the whole time I'm
misunderstanding
looking for
type
him.
shit. But, yeah.
But like because I guess Blueface is shooting a music video in that same parking lot, they thought it was weird, and they pull up on me and my homie, and like we're walking through the cars, and we get pinched from like the left and the right, and the front and the back, and then so it's like 6 dudes and just me and my homie. And that's never a good situation, especially now in LA. They talking about like, where you from? Like, what are you doing here? Da 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 da. I was just telling them the truth, bro. I'm like, bro, I don't fucking know y'all. I'm looking for my homie. You guys are wasting my time. Like straight up, it is what it is. I'm like, I don't give a fuck, bro. And they're like, okay, but like, where you? I'm like, I don't give a. I'm looking for my. Are you my homie? And my homie has the storefront right here. I'm like, they're like, okay, but I'm like, are you my homie though? And they're like, no. I'm like, I'm not looking for y'all. And they're like, okay, but you know, we have so many. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about the bus. I didn't even know there was a bus until y'all pointed it out. And then basically, me and my homie like de-escalate the situation. We leave. I go back into because we was in like the alley, and then we go back to the Melrose, like actual avenue, into the storefront, into the front. And we saw someone get literally jumped and they're getting beat up with a lime scooter.
That's crazy.
Beat up with a, I'm like, bro, that was just about to be
God
us.
damn.
I'm like, damn.
That's what I get for showing up late. In the meantime,
yeah, he pulled up all high, like, yo, what's good, bro? I'm like, where the fuck you been?
Damn.
Shit, chilling.
Yeah, nobody
That's
expected
how he
that
talks
shit.
He's like, you know, I
That's
was in the
literally what he
bed.
said. Shit, chilling.
I didn't know all that happened until later. It was
Yeah, he just
crazy.
dapped me up like, what's up? I'm not gonna tell
That's
him, bro.
crazy.
Just like, I'll tell you.
Nah, but I believe it because they were trying to stop me from going into my own store parking lot. They like trying to take over the parking lot. This fool was like, where you going, bro? I'm like, bro, it's my store. He's like, all right.
Bro, they thought
right.
we was lying.
I got
bro.
mad,
They
bro. I
thought
was
we
like, man,
lying.
fuck
Like,
you,
what the
bro.
fuck
Like,
is he
you know what I
talking
mean? Yeah.
Man, fuck you.
Nah,
bro.
because like that shit was disrespectful. He
It
was
was
coming at us hella
disrespectful,
crazy,
bro.
bro. Like I was in my own parking lot, bro. Like this is where I work. This is my fucking shop. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
it's not. You don't want to hear that when you come to somewhere that you work. You know what I mean? It's all good.
I don't know.
You don't want to hear it anywhere, but especially not there.
But I really found out. So that was after Halloween. It was like beginning November. I found out the hard way last year. Like, I'm never going out on Halloween again.
Really? You won't
Yeah,
do a
like
show?
Halloween night. Halloween
You won't go-
night.
you won't do a
I'll
show?
go the 30th, but 31st you can catch me inside before nightfall really hit.
Really?
And
Wow.
Hey, it's crazy. On the East Coast, they got some other shit, bro. They got that Devil's Night shit, bro. You heard about
Yeah,
that?
bro.
No, what's up?
They really do that shit in like Detroit and I think New Jersey, certain places. They go crazy, bro. They burn cars, they riot just every year.
Yeah, I never
Every
heard
year,
of
like the day after Halloween or some shit like that. We don't do that out here, like, but yeah, it's a real tradition. Like people do that.
No,
I
it's-
was watching
it's real,
BMF.
bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they from Detroit. And I seen that they had an episode on that. And I'm like, what the fuck kind of shit is that?
No, I had no idea. That's crazy.
Like last year, me and my girl, we were like, we're chilling at the house. Like, we were home safe, and then I just kept telling her, like, babe, it's Halloween. Like, we're young. Let's go out. Let's go out. And she was like, I don't know. And I'm like, I got, we can go here. We can go here. Homies hit me up for here. I'm like, we got options. Like, let's get out. And something was like still telling us stay home. It wasn't just her. It was telling both of us stay home. And
Did you listen?
No, I went
Yeah.
out. You know what I mean? We went trick or treating for like 10 minutes. You know what I mean?
Oh, did you get
last
candy?
Got a little bit.
Really?
We came too late
That's-
though.
I haven't done that.
You
out
know?
here.
We was just like, you know what? Why not? There's a bunch of mansions over on the Hollywood Hills. So, like, bro, trick or treat over there. Bro, you do two
Did you get
houses.
full
It's a
candy
whole
bars?
Oh yeah, you got full candy
full
bars. That's what I'm saying, bro. But we left like whatever, just little childhood moment. But we go to LA where we're supposed to go to. We pick up the homies. We're pulling up deep. We're like 13 deep. So basically, it was like this warehouse party. You had to buy tickets. I bought my tickets online, but they were telling us like if you pull up at a certain time, you buy tickets for this price, whatever. Being the good friend I am, my homies didn't have the ticket. They were upcharging them. And then I'm like, I'm not going to go in without my friends. Like, this party means nothing to me without my friends, for real. So I'm waiting outside the party that I already have tickets for like an hour and a half. And my homies start talking to security guard, like, yo, we'll slide you some bread. Just let us in. All right, for sure. They bring it, like, imagine there's like a warehouse. They have like a little like side plot to the side of the warehouse. They kind of just tell us, like, they open literally a sliding gate, like, hey, yo, come here. And it's like a junkyard with cars. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, where the fuck are we for real? This does not look normal. So basically, they walked us into that car lot to get us into the side of the party so we can get into the other way. And then so I'm keeping my mouth. I have my ticket, mind you. I'm keeping my homies are all talking, this and that. And bro, at this point, it's already been like 2.5 hours trying to get into this party. Like,
Wow.
I'm a DJ, bro. Like, I'm numb to all that. Like, I don't care about parties. Like, I just want to chill. Like, we could go like on a hike or some other stuff, but I've already done the parties so much that, if my homies want to go, I'll stick it out for my homies so they can experience it. But that's me every weekend. So they are trying to pay. They're like going through this other dude who's telling me like, or telling them pretty much like, I'll get y'all in, just come mess with me, and I'll get you all right. Just pay me the money and I'll get you. It's like cheaper than whatever the $40 they're charging at the door. So they finally get in, and then I'm about to walk inside the party, and then this dude start telling me, he's like, bro, you need to slide me like another 20. And that's what on my ticket. I'm like, oh bro, I have my ticket. He's like, man, fuck that. He's like, that was the front door. He's like, you going through me right now.
Wow.
And I just looked at him like, hey, bro, like, I'm only here for my home. Like, I already put the money for the people. Like, bro, just let me in. He's not letting me in. And I'm so fed up at this point that I just straight up told him, like, if you're not going to let me in, I'm just going to go home. And he's like, oh, wait. All of a sudden, he wants me to come into the party, right? Because I'm like, I don't need this.
You're trying to double up on him.
You know what I mean? And then my homies are like, nah, bro, we're about to get into the party. Like, I'm being like peer pressured in my home. I'm like, okay, whatever. And I'm like, how much do you want? He's like, $20. And I'm like, bro, I literally didn't bring my wallet because I know people pickpocket. I'm gonna take a few shots. I'm gonna be too lit. I don't want to be responsible. I'm like, I'm not bringing my wallet with me. So he tells me, like, you don't have no money on you as a grown man? He's like coming for me now. And I'm like, hey, dog, like, don't be talking about you don't know me, dog. Like, I just told you, you want me to come into this party more than I want to come in. And then he starts like turning, and my homie's like, here, take this $10, bro. He was like, just shut up. I walk into the party. I don't want a problem, bro. He follows me into the party and talking about you gotta respect your elders. Da da da. I'm like, bro.
Wow. After he took the money.
After he took the money, he
I'm
followed
crying.
me into
That
the
nigga's
party,
stingy.
and I'm like,
He's
bro.
stingy, bro.
I'm like, are you good? He's like, nah, are you good? I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't like gangbang or nothing like that. You know what I mean? I grew up in the Mexican neighborhoods, like Van Nuys, but I always just been doing me, bro. And he starts banging on me and all this other shit, and then my homie, you know. So I should also add, I was like a winter soldier for Halloween. I had like a little Nerf gun, and I told my homie like, yeah, I got that heat in my car, but he thought it was actual heat. So my homie's like, bro, he's about that shit. So he's like, hey dog, what's up? Like, hey, I don't want no one talking to you like that. I'm like, bro, it's good, I promise. And he's just like, oh, you got that shit in your car, huh? And I'm like, yeah, bro. I'm like, don't worry. Just so because he's drunk, he's lit. He wants to defend a homie, and I don't blame him. But anyways, he's barking at me in the party. Yeah. And basically, I just told him like, bro, can I just be? And he's just like, all right, bro, you just gotta understand. You gotta. I'm like, okay, whatever, bro. So we go to the party. And then, mind you, all the lights, like, after waiting so many hours to go in, like, I could have done better with lighting and stuff. That's my one thing I think of when I go into an event. Like, I could have done this better, could have done this. The speakers all blown out. The lights was all red. Not one different color than red, which is Halloween, you know, but I didn't even want to party at this point. I chugged, like, half a bottle of some shit, but I wasn't even drunk no more. I was so running out of patience and stuff, and then
that's when you have to like know yourself and be like, all right, I'm done with this.
Yeah, so home. You know, whatever. So we go to the car. My homie's like, oh, we finna get revenge. I pop the trunk. It's like a little yellow and orange Nerf gun. We have a laugh, whatever. And I told my girl, like, you know, I drank. I'm sober now. I could drive. And she's like, no, like, I'm good. Like, she was DD for the whole night. So she started telling me like it's okay, whatever. We go in the car. And we wanted to have fun the whole night. We still haven't had really fun. Like, trick-or-treating was cool, but, like, we really didn't get to party and nothing like that. Yeah. So we end up going to the car. We drive in near the convention center, and, like, the freeways just merged. And, like, literally we're talking about something random in the car. And then the car starts swerving. And I saw my girl driving. Like, she literally lost control of the vehicle. Like, out of nowhere, bro. It's like as if someone, like an energy just pushed the car. Literally, we're on the way home. We're about to be safe. Literally, she crashes into the wall, hits the concrete wall. We're on like a little like turning lane that's a special like, you know, merger freeway thing going on. And then so when cars are coming onto our lane, they can't see us because we're curved so much. So we crashed the car once, and there's cars coming behind us, and like they don't see us. So we're kind of just freaking out. I'm like, yo, what's going on right now? She like hits the wall again, and then like somehow she still managed to turn the car. The whole alignment on the car got messed up. The car was totaled just from the accident. But like we almost got into another accident because like a car didn't see us. Like they flew by us. Our car is shaking. You know, but then we pull off to the side, and like we're literally waiting there till like damn near like 4:35 in the morning just for like a pickup for from a tow truck.
On Halloween.
On Halloween, and it's all because, you know, we ignored the you know, the sign,
the intuition.
We didn't want to go out really, but we were just like, why not? We feel like we should celebrate the holiday. And I'll wrap this up. I know I've kind of been ranting, but basically like it's like a long story short. Like I'm Mexican, and we believe in La Dia de los Muertos, and what that is the Day of the Dead. And
I heard it's like beautiful.
It's a beautiful holiday. It's because, you know, you keep your ancestors alive by remembrance, and that's I think they call it recuerdas. And basically, it's like you make mementos for your lost ones that you've had. And basically we believe in my culture that like you're supposed to be the most respectful that day, because that's when the veil lowers. And I felt it that day. Like when I was in line, like I felt energies trying to mess with my light. And that's what it was with the bouncer, the guy trying to get me to pay. And I told him I don't need you. And I was just honest, like it's okay. Like I told him it's okay. I want to pay. And then he's trying to get me to come. Yeah. You know, and it's just, I felt like that energy in the party, bro. I felt energies all around me. Like literally just, I'm an empath. I feel it, bro. And I felt it in that,
could be
that
a Cancer
party.
Moon.
You know?
You could be a Cancer Moon.
Maybe. But, you know.
If you're right, that's some cold shit.
That is some cold shit.
No, you've been
I usually be right about the sun sign.
You've been talking to too many girls.
You know
too much.
You know too much.
No,
What's
I'm
that
joking.
song say? I got a better than
My babe. I got a better than business. I got a better than business. Yeah. I love you.
One big. Two backs.
Oh, for the record, what?
Two backs though.
My bad.
We're gonna
I'm
talk
just-
about
I'm just
another
joking.
episode.
I'm trying to get you rolled out.
No, it's all good.
We've been together too many years for me to be like,
I love that. I love that.
what the fuck are you talking about?
Nah, type shit. Damn, that's a
You wanna
crazy.
try
That's a
my
crazy
Uncle
story.
cigarette?
No,
Please, can I get a lighter? Is this also with it too?
No, that's a za.
Yeah,
It has.
lighter
It's a
and
concoction
pass the
though.
herbal cigarette.
Here,
It's
I'm
a
gonna
concoction.
light. I brought a special joint for y'all.
Wow, thank you.
Ooh, Liddy.
I want to mention. I have a question. So, when a guy says to another guy like, "That's not being a man," are those fighting words?
Yeah. Like,
Wow, that was so random, but I love it.
no,
Let's educate
How do y'all
divinity
feel?
on
Yeah,
masculinity.
What is in your eyes? What is a true man, or like what is a man? I guess that's a good question to ask too.
someone who doesn't complain.
Okay.
Okay. What's your answer, Q?
Short, sweet, to the point.
What's Q's answer?
You just gotta be stand up, you know. You gotta take care of business, your responsibilities. You feel me?
Mm.
Like what? I have
Whatever.
responsibilities too.
What are okay? But you a woman, so when you handle your responsibilities, you being a real woman.
Yeah, but it could be deeper. Like
Yeah, it could. I'm just not. You feel me? Going that deep with it. You feel me?
you can go deeper.
If you want to take it
Nah. We just go because he gave a short, sweet. We going down the line. He kept it short and sweet. So you feel me? I'm gonna keep it.
Okay. Drew,
Shit, what was the question?
what do you define as a real man?
Real man, you gotta be true to your word, especially like if you make a promise to somebody. You know what I mean? Like I've been there and I kept that promise, and it's not easy. So if you could do that, you're solid.
And if you're from the Bay.
I didn't say that.
Okay. Lucky, what do you define as a real man, Lucky?
Shit, standing on business. And like my boy said, being a man of your word, you feel me? Like saying what you mean, meaning what you say. You know what I'm saying?
That's beautiful for the viewers right here. You know, masculinity. You know, as being a man, you have to understand that we are very prideful creatures. So like for a man to stand on his word, that's pride. You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes you a man. It's like, man, I take pride in the things that I say to people when I tell them to do something, and standing on your business, like that's all pride. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like pride is an important aspect of being a man. And sometimes society can make a man feel like he shouldn't be prideful. But at the end of the day, having pride, having ego, those things are necessary. They should be balanced. You shouldn't have like inflated pride or inflated ego, but these are very necessary characteristics in manhood. You was finna say something, I cut you off.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I wasn't gonna cut you off. But did you think women should say what they like? Should hold up to their word as well?
Yes.
I think they should as well. I think they should as well, but I don't think pride necessarily is a key characteristic in womanhood. I feel like
Society's so different and changing. Like, it's just like I don't know. I feel like women can make their own money and do their own thing now. So it's like a lot more. Okay, that's a good question. You can ask it.
How would you guys define her as a real woman? What was your definition of a real woman? And then we can go into.
I feel like the definition of a real woman.
Nurturing.
One.
Cute. Lucky.
One.
Because there's many characteristics.
Exactly.
There's many characteristics of masculinity and femininity. We're just touching on whatever comes to mind.
I
If
feel
she
like the
take
man
accountability,
Ooh, accountability. That's a big. Yo, you take accountability, you getting wiped up.
she different.
Wow.
Wiped up.
No, I'm talking about like sincere, genuinely take accountability.
Like
like-
apologize, like for what they did or seeing wrong faults.
All that. All that. Just accountability. The same way she would take it like how she win, she'd take it like when she wrong too. You know? The same energy, the same way.
But I feel like that could also
As a
be
learning
deeper,
experience
too.
though. Not like, oh, I'm wrong, you right. No, it's not about that.
It's not about that.
It's about like being a better person for herself and for them. You know what I'm saying? Like just to, like, oh yeah, all right, boom, like I fucked up right there, like like
I would say it's like a,
boom,
a
boom,
human
boom,
thing.
like
for
I
real.
need to tighten up, not
Yeah,
just for me, like you know, for her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you can talk about for them, like as a whatever that is, whether it's a friend, whether it's a family member, whether it's a spouse, whatever, you know. Accountability though.
Okay.
I feel like since men are so prideful, wouldn't it matter more if you guys take accountability too? Since you're so prideful, like, can you say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I fucked up"?
I feel like
men do that often.
Exactly. I was about to say that.
Yeah.
Where do you hear? You remember? You know that saying? Oh, like when a man be like, "Oh, I'm sorry." Yeah, your sorry ass. Your sorry ass.
Yo, sorry, yeah.
Where that come from?
Always sorry about something.
Exactly.
Yo, sorry,
Where that
yeah.
come from?
You speaking
Men
from
apologize.
experience with that one.
Men
Yeah.
apologizing. Like that come from always apologizing, even when he didn't mean it. Like he probably was right and didn't even know. Like he felt some tension. I'm sorry. You're like, shut up. You feel me? So like that energy came from, you know.
Okay. IDKZ, what do you define as a real woman or a key characteristic? Let me rephrase the question so we could put this on TikTok and shit. What do you define as a key characteristic in womanhood?
I don't mean this in like a fucked up way or like that is only on women when I say this, because I feel like this same answer is also this same answer is also for men, but it's just knowing your place and knowing your role. As a man, we have roles that we should play in the household like
So
facility.
Yeah, it's not wrong. It's just like,
You know what I mean? But
yeah.
I had to say the disclaimer because I don't mean it in I grew up in a household full of women.
Yeah, because
But you
women
know-
don't hear that and
you know what I
they'll
mean?
get triggered. So I'm happy that you're
You know what I
explaining.
mean? But it's just real.
What you say? I need
like know your place.
Just not.
So I'm gonna. Can I tell you
So-
how I learned to know my place?
Yes.
This is good. Okay.
Yes. But
turning me
I
on
just-
right
I just-
now.
I feel
This
like
turning me the fuck on. She said, "So you want to know how I know my place? I am turned on like a motherfucker right now."
Can I
Listen.
just like wrap that?
I'm gonna
whole
tell you
thought
how I
360?
learned. It was
I just
like-
want
okay,
to
go ahead.
wrap
Wrap
it
it up,
up
It's getting silky.
because
man.
I don't mean it. No, I don't mean it. No, it's
I'm gonna talk about what happened
I think it's also crazy that's like a crazy thing to say in 2023 because I don't want to say only I'm talking about women when I say that. I also want to talk about men as well too.
You know.
Because it's also your time to step up to the plate when it's your time to be a man. But there's also time
Men are very feminized now.
they are, you know what I mean? So like now it's getting twisted, and I just think a woman's like, you know, a true thing that makes a woman is knowing her place, because nowadays you don't really see that. And what is that place? People get mad when you hear that, but they won't hear what that place is, because a lot of women nowadays didn't have it. You know what I
You'll
mean?
get the
So
story,
that's
but
why they
don't
get
worry.
mad, is because they don't know, they never had it. But it's like it's a loving, nurturing space where, you know, she's not only, you know, busting her ass like a man, because 2023 you also got to work a job and raise a family now. You know what I mean? So it's like on top of doing that, you have to come home and know I have to nurture. You know what I mean? I have to, you know, whatever, like I can help nurture, whether it's my man, my children, or like the household. Like a house needs a woman's touch.
But I feel like nowadays men need to also be there for their woman in ways. Now that she's being in her
1,000,000%.
masculine, the man has to
1,000,000%.
also be in his feminine for her. Because some days I can't come home and cook after I worked a 9 to 5 all day. I can't
That's good.
nurture, and I can say to my partner,
That
listen,
is
I got
not feminine for a man to cook and clean up his house type shit. You feel me?
to help out.
That's
It's
not
not.
feminine at all.
It's not.
I just
Oh,
didn't
okay.
like the word that you used.
Okay,
for
sorry.
that.
It's not.
No, it's not.
Say how you feel, Q.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I don't
not
think it's
every
feminine,
day.
but it's like
But she's saying that when she's
nurturing,
sick. Like let's say
nurturing.
she's like she said she had just that one day. Like, can you come through for me on that day?
literally, and that's like a guy jumping into his role, a role that in society would say is feminine.
That's crazy.
In society would say it's feminine. But can I tell my story?
I feel you on that 100%, T, and I also agree with you 100% because that's not feminine, and a lot of men may see that as
That's
feminine
regular.
too, and it's not. If you a fella out there, that
That's
shit is not
regular,
feminine.
yeah.
How many women love
Cleaning
Gordon
after your
Ramsay?
motherfucking self
regular.
is not fucking feminine.
That's just like brushing your teeth and washing your ass, bro.
You have to do
It's just
it.
as simple as that. Like you gotta do that to survive. Fuck
type
you talking
shit,
about?
type shit. But I also see what you were saying as well.
Yeah, society would deem that as like feminine.
Sorry, can suck my dick.
Yeah. But let me tell my story. It happened yesterday. What happened yesterday or the day before? So I do good. Like, I'm Latina. I have an attitude. Like I was raised by a single mother, so like I have a lot of masculine qualities about me because my mother had to get it out the mud. So I had to learn to get out the mud without anybody's help. So I have a lot of that's like one of the traumas I have to deal with, is like allowing my partner to trusting my partner in their situations and like listening to them instead of being like anarchist, like no, like I know what the best is, I can do it, you know. I cried so much about this. Like, it was crazy.
This was wild.
It was crazy.
I forgot about this.
I know. I'm glad you forgot about it because it happened yesterday. It was a long day. It was a Friday. Yes, it was Friday. I'm like, my heart's probably even talking about it, but it's okay. It was a Friday, and I got home from work. We had plans to like go out to eat. We had 2 cars, so parking could be like suck in Koreatown. So like, Anu was like, "Listen, we're gonna take my car to go out to eat. You can park your car in my spot." So there's a car on the side of Anu's car with their hazards on, waiting for like a parking spot available or whatever. They're just sitting there. We don't know what they're waiting for. They're just waiting. So Anu tells the guy like, "Yo, can you back up? I'm gonna get out the spot, and my girl's gonna take it." So he gets out. So Anu gets out the car, gets out the spot, and I'm about to back into the spot, but the guy with the hazards on is not letting me back up. So I get out the car like, "Yo, I'm about to take this spot." He's like, "No, you're not." He's like, "This is my spot." I'm like, "Nah, this is my fucking spot. You're gonna get the fuck up and let me take this spot." And he's like, "No, like, I've been sitting here. I'm gonna take this spot." And I'm like, "No, like, my man got out for me to go into the spot. This is my spot." And I got like really turned up. And I'm like, "I'm gonna stay right here until you get out." And the guy's like, "No." And he parks his car and he sits there with his little dog. And he's like, "No, I'm gonna take this spot. Like, I've been waiting here all day."
He's just standing there, no car?
No, he has a car. He's in the car with his hazards on.
Okay.
And I get out the car and I'm like, "No, I'm gonna stay in this spot right now." And my physical body's in the spot out of my car. I got out the car. I'm yelling at this guy like, "Yo, this is my spot. This is my spot." And like, Anu was like, "Let's go." And I'm like, "No, I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna keep on going." And like, I was like getting mad, but then eventually I like got over it and like left because it wasn't anything. But then Anu sat me down and was like, "Listen, like, you cannot do that. Like, what if this guy had a gun?" And I was like, "Fuck."
What would you do?
I didn't think. I went on my emotions.
Real shit. Real shit.
And I was just mad because that's fucked up. That's my spot. Like, he got out the spot to get into the spot
honestly,
for me to get in.
I really relate to this. I also, but
before you say that though, I do want to give a little clarity. Real shit. That shit was wild. But the reason is, I feel like this happens. I feel like this happens to a lot. This happens a lot. You know what I'm saying? In relationships sometimes, where, you know, because as we know, women are more emotional creatures. They're not really. It's not really in their nature to think as logical as it is for men. We're just wired to just think logical. It's just how we are, and women provide a perfect balance to us because they give us that more emotional and nurturing perspective. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, we know what it is. So T was acting through her emotions. It's like, nah, like, what the fuck? He moved but I'm just like coming at her with logic, like, yo, bro, like, we don't know what he had. He could have been crazy. He could have been a fucking lunatic. He could have had the worst day ever, waiting for one person to push that one button for him to just be like, or he could have had a fucking knife, or he could have had no weapon and got out and started swinging on my motherfucking girl. Now I gotta fight a motherfucker I don't even know, that I'm not even beefing with, you know what I'm saying, because of someone's ego. So like, I had to sit her down and let her know, like, yo, bro, like, in those situations. And the crazy part about it was like, I was like, yo, let's go. And she was like, nah, I ain't gonna go. We ain't gonna go. I'm like, bro, you can never do that ever again, bro. If I say go, we gotta go. You know what I'm saying?
I've been in that situation with
I feel like everybody gonna have a road race story if you live in LA long enough.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
I'm not even from here,
but that boils down to
crazy,
Divinity when she said earlier about her knowing her place. It's understanding, like, well, you said, because that's your point. I'm not gonna tell you what you mean. You can say what you mean.
Thank you.
I don't want to put words in your mouth.
That's real love
I feel
right
like
there.
I learned to be in a feminine role and try to understand and trust my partner that what they're saying is not that big of a deal. And like, I could have kept going.
And that is also being feminine, like bringing the submissiveness to a relationship, learning to let your ego go, let your emotions go, things that come naturally to you go, because you understand the person that you're with is a good leader and is truly in his masculine. So like,
because that's why she love you, bro. Like,
yeah,
like, let's be real. Like, I know, like, I don't know, I grew up in a Latino household. Like, I told you, a house full of Latinas, like, everyone's like an older mom. I'm the youngest out of everyone.
Wow.
So, like, I kind of saw how it was when I was a kid. And I feel like knowing that made me a better person because, I don't know, like, I just know how to treat everyone, like, for real. I feel like not a lot of people get to experience that, which is, like, interesting because you can see the disconnect, especially with society now.
You know how they really fucked that up is the whole cost of living thing, man. Like, In the 80s, a motherfucker could be like working minimum wage at McDonald's and still fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like his girl didn't have to work. They could have their own house. They could pay a mortgage and shit like that.
Yeah.
So things are just a lot harder now. I mean, I feel like that's how they really fucked it up. The whole balance up.
No, the
'Cause
whole
everyone's
balance is
like,
fucked
no,
up.
no one knows where to be now. Like women are like, should I work? Should I be a stay? It's like you gotta work. Like
And you also have to
you
understand
gotta make
too,
money.
Real.
Like
You
it's
gotta
too expensive,
work.
especially in California and shit. Like you know. What
No,
I mean?
100%. And like, I feel like the way we're living now is like causing so much imbalance in relationships and like things that I feel like a lot of people are having like imbalanced. How could I say? I feel like men and women are able to really live in their natural roles in 2023 because of society.
I want to also mention that back then, women were getting beaten the fuck up by their husbands and want to earn
That
their
did
own
happen,
living.
but that's not nothing to do with the
I'm
cost of
glad we
living.
grew
You know
from
what
No,
I
I
mean?
know.
Like
Can't do
I'm
that.
just saying,
But
like
back then, like
Right.
your woman did want more rights,
That's a
and we
fact.
did want to make our own money,
Yeah,
and
that's
we
a
felt
fact.
good because y'all went to war, and we
Right.
had to make this country on our backs while y'all went to fight the war.
I'm saying,
And we
make
started to
everything
work.
hella cheap again, and then let's see like what the natural balance is. You know what I mean?
Okay.
like
Real shit. Yeah.
yeah.
Nah, type shit.
Some women might still want to work, but someone would be like, "Fuck it, I'll go home, and be a
Yeah, you
stay-at-home
can have that
mom."
option.
Yeah, you want to work? Shit,
Yeah.
go fight that. I'll make sure there's food in play every day. No. You know,
I'm sure
you
when
know
the-
how hard it is.
She ready,
I work
she
hard.
ready.
I work really hard, okay?
She
like I
ready.
have a business. I do this podcast. Like if I don't gotta work, fuck.
She like, yo, Anu, whenever you're ready to pay all the bills, do you, Papa? I be in my feminine.
I have to support in somewhere though.
I take her to crib. No, but that's beautiful though, because I feel like we also live in a world where like there's this whole boss bitch mentality and like,
Which is still beautiful though, because
There's a beauty to it.
stuff, and that's beautiful. And we have
and there
given-
is a beauty to it, but I feel like there's side effects to men and women not living in their natural roles. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's
100%.
natural is, you know, a man being the provider. I'm sorry, like I'm just be honest. A man being the provider, and like that doesn't mean you have to like, you know, pay for everything. There's different ways you can provide as a man, whether it's knowledge, direction, leadership. There's so many different ways. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, a woman being more her feminine, like you said, like things that you were saying that you like to do and stuff like that. But you know, we live in an era where cost of living is so motherfucking high. The whole system is fucked up, so we all have to act ways we normally wouldn't fucking act or that don't come natural to us.
But it's also like we're
And then everyone's
hypnotized
running
into
around
doing it,
wondering
bro.
why they're so mad and everything's
Yeah.
the divorce rate's going through the
Bro,
motherfucking
we're
roof. and-
literally hypnotized to it, bro. Like watch all the movies, like it shows you about the divorce with the family, or listen to the song, like you know, like the rap song, bro. It's like hypnosis. Like you're subliminally telling people like these things are like okay.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
like,
a lot of like, I'm sorry to keep cutting you
No,
off, bro. My
sorry.
bad.
Sorry.
But a lot of people like that are making these ratchet ass songs. They not living this ratchet ass life.
no.
You don't think Sexy Red's living that life? You don't think Sexy Red's
They
bumping
telling
ass
you-
back?
For now, if anything, for now, nigga. But
I
trust me,
also-
when she gets wiped up, she gonna keep rapping about that shit. She not even gonna be doing that shit.
Some of them are.
Okay,
Some
I
of
want to
them
say
are.
one
Some
thing
of
too.
them
I
see it,
like
bro.
one
You
thing
can
that
see it.
in
You look
society
at-
that's beautiful about it is like making
the
your own
truth.
money as a woman. It's very like you get into your ego with it, and when it comes to money, like it feels good to make it for yourself and not to rely on somebody else. Like
But money isn't the beginning and end of everything. Like yes, it makes shit happen, but you could have all the money in the world, still be lame as fuck.
No, that part. Sometimes you could be someone with not a lot of money at all, and you're happier than the richest person.
Yes. Go to other
know what I'm
countries,
saying?
bro. Go to other countries.
It's just learning to understand, like, above all else, like, you know, things like happiness are important. You know what I'm saying? And like society just brainwashes us so fucking hard to make us actually think we want certain things, and then we have them and it's like, damn, I don't even like this shit. You feel me? Like, damn, I don't even want this life. Damn, all this money, and like, look at how much of time I wasted. I'm not with my family, da da da. You know what I'm saying? So it's super important to just learn to study yourself, study your astrology, study your numerology, study your nature, study animals in nature, study fucking gorillas, bro. They're our fucking cousins. They're in nature. They're living a natural lifestyle. Like, study them.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying? There's
Your
so many
bloodline
things to,
too.
huh?
Your bloodline too.
Your bloodline, all of that.
I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna make a statement out too. It feels good for a guy like you guys, like make your own money, support your family, but
We
does it
have
feel-
to though too. No,
doesn't it
so no
feel
one's gonna
good-
provide for us either. You got to think about that part.
As a man?
I feel like a lot of women don't care about that part because they don't have to. But
What?
ain't nobody gonna provide for us. You feel me? Like
yeah,
you
no one's
feel
coming
me?
to save us.
Like
Like, we
it's not
can't
like
just,
we love
be in
this
the
shit.
club,
We
look
gotta do
good,
this
and
shit.
then,
You feel
we
me? It's
can't
like
just
it
look-
is what it is.
We can't just look good, be in a club, some
Right.
rich dude come bring us on their yacht, and
Right.
now we buying us Birkin
But at the same
bags.
time, it's like
That
I'm not
can't
hating
happen
on
to
that
us.
side too. It's like it's just different. You know, there's
Oh, yeah,
there's
it's just
different
different for
sides.
Oh, come, bro,
Oh,
come
yeah.
get some damn chicken, boy.
You got to do it on
Come
camera.
get some chicken, boy.
I need to try
Drew,
some.
but you have the
Nah, just
opportunity to go. But listen, Drew, listen. You also have the opportunity to go into a room full of millionaires and get game and learn stuff without people sexualizing you. And being
100%.
like, she's sexy. Let me just take her on a yacht and not take her seriously in her ideas.
Mm-hmm.
You also have the opportunity as a guy to be able to be like, all right, you can have
Right.
mentors and learn
Right.
from people, and
Right.
they take you more seriously.
That is
So,
true.
question to you though:
Okay.
You want some chicken?
what do you prefer? If you had to live one way or the other, would you love to be able to live a life where it's like, damn, I could get lit off my looks? Or would you want a life where like you gotta grind hard, go meet people, network, build shit, do this, do
I
that?
want a little bit of both. I want to be pretty smart and people take me seriously too.
No, I love that. I love that. That's
Guys,
what-
I want you guys to have some chicken.
yeah, come grab some
So
chicken,
good.
y'all.
Yeah, man, Harold's chicken.
really
Yo,
please.
shout out
Grab
Harold's
a plate,
chicken.
And there's some napkins over here.
Shout out Harold's Chicken, yo. I feel like our goal for next episode is we need a sponsor. I think we should get like a food sponsor or a snack sponsor or like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I have a statement I think people should think about. So I was listening to
comments real quick.
sure.
We got a bunch of people commenting.
what's going on?
That shit busting, right?
About it. Is it first time having Harold's chicken?
No.
This is
but
bomb.
you need hot
You
sauce.
got the sauce.
I didn't mean to take it over, but I seen it.
Hey.
No, do
know
you,
the
bro?
truth.
Jaina
the
said
truth.
men
you.
are encouraged to be more
That
feminine
hot
and
sauce
women
comment.
more
Hot sauce is
masculine.
true,
Bro.
That is a fact. Jaina, I know you already know. I would love for you to be in this
friends.
conversation right now because, like,
Got a lot of vinegar.
you know,
You gotta be
it's always amazing to put out content into the world where men and women agree on things, and I feel like Jaina agrees with us on a lot of things, and I feel like society needs that more. A lot of the times
100%.
I feel like it's men versus women, but I feel like the type of content I want to put out is like, man, at the end of the day, man, we all people. You know what I'm saying? We all may have differences and we all have similarities, but at the end of the day, like, it's love. You know what I'm saying? So shout out Jaina. We need to have you on the pod. Tori said that's starting as part of the system, not naturally. Make us robots, make them more money. Celebrities are the puppets. Study nature. Beanie says this has become an amazing episode. Thanks, Beanie. Appreciate you. Also want to give a quick shout out to Mix Recording Studios. Shout out Mix Recording Studios. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Let's get back on the topic.
Chicken. You like it?
It's all about the sauce.
Fucking it up.
It's
Oh
about
my
the
god.
sauce.
Yeah.
it
Maybe
is,
some of the
it
hot
is.
sauce. What the hot sauce at?
There's mad sauces right here. There's like 4 of them.
Whatever sauce you want. Anybody want more chicken?
All right. I'm really liking where this conversation's going.
Okay, I had a statement.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, something to think about, guys, and tell me if you agree with this. I was listening to Steve Harvey's podcast, and he was saying that women have a maternal clock after 35, 40, where we can't have kids that much. Really, 50 is the max we can have kids, and if you have kids greater than 50, they have a higher chances of having Down syndrome, morbidities, and like they could be more sick. You have a higher chance of having twins too if you have kids greater than 50. You guys don't have that, but you guys have a financial clock. What do you think about that?
What is
A
it mean by
financial clock. So men after a certain age, if you don't make a certain amount of money, you're considered a loser. Like you have a certain clock when it comes to, because we have a clock where we're cats, but if you're like, this is
I
what
feel
the
like
podcast
that's a
talks
mentality
about.
for real. Because
Yeah, I was just about to say that. I think that's the first
I've
thing
seen people
basis. I
pop
think
off
that's
when
a-
they're 60 and they're popping right now. Does anybody ask about before? They just care about that person now. They're like, oh yeah, they were always destined to make it. Everyone wants to act like they don't know you until you make it. Then everyone's like, oh, I always knew we had it in him. But you know, if you give up on that person, like you just gave up on the next superstar. You don't even know.
Yeah. You
That's
think it's
the
just the
mentality.
drive?
If you
not
have
just
that
the money?
mentality, I'm not gonna pop off after this age. You just spoken into existence.
Facts. A
Like
lot
if
of
you
artists
say
do
it, it's
that.
gonna be the truth. I feel like I don't know. If you have that mentality, I feel sorry for you for real.
Type
But
shit.
at least for the mentality of the men, I do know about the women though. Yeah, like you guys, men have like their own like health issues that like happen with them when they get older too. So there's also that. You know, like I feel like older women they
Like-
have a higher chance of finding a partner though, because older men, like you know what I mean.
Say if you're an older man and you don't have money, then it's hard for you to get like a partner.
Oh, yeah.
too.
No,
So
for
like
sure.
that's what they meant by financial clock.
Financial clock, yeah. But like I feel like even like an older woman, she could find a partner like easier than an older man can.
Yeah.
Even like
Because I feel
normal
like
stuff.
men and women find different things attractive within themselves. You know what I'm saying? So like a woman is more attracted to a man that has more value than a man who has less value. You know what I'm saying? Where like I feel like as men, things we appreciate in the opposite sex are more like, you know, a woman's beauty, a woman's how in tune in the feminine is she. You know what I'm saying? Is she nurturing? Is she loving? And obviously, both of the genders have to be, you know, attracted to each other. That's obvious. So that's why I feel you on that, because I feel like as an old man, as an older woman, it's just like, you know, you could still provide that. Where I feel like as a man, you older, you don't got it, you look crazy.
Yeah.
You old and you don't got. If you young, you don't got it. Like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
You old and you don't got it. You look insane.
yeah,
You might
Like,
as
what
well
did you
be a
do with your
smoker.
life? Type shit.
Might as well be
Yeah.
a smoker.
But you
got
can't
an
give up.
excuse.
You better have a good excuse. Like,
yeah. You better.
I was
have
in
a
a coma
great
for 20 years,
come
baby.
up. The glow up about to be real.
I think that's what they mean by financial fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, there is that.
I feel like that shit is also affected by the whole cost of living.
Yeah.
Like
No,
how
that
high
part.
it is. Because the standards were way lower back in the day. I'm not even lying. Like in the 80s and the 70s, like you could just hold down any job.
Yeah.
You could send your kids to college damn near. You know what I mean?
Not even
Yeah.
just
What?
that, though.
I'm
They
just
look
a
wise,
dad.
too.
Just-
They
What happened?
Look
Look too.
wise
Yeah.
too. They didn't look like that, like how they look today,
Right. That's a
You
fact.
think like they look better back then?
bro. Everything went up.
Yeah, the food was healthier. back then.
Everything.
went
No,
up.
that's a fact.
I don't know what it
Processed
was.
foods,
This is
probably,
only
you
America.
feel me?
Remember,
Prices?
Europe
Yeah.
and other places are not like that.
Yeah,
They eat
yeah.
very
That's true
Prices.
too.
That's
Oh,
why
I
the
really had that
Passport
problem.
Boys were created. Y'all heard of the Passport Boys?
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
Yeah, yeah.
Heard of the Passport
I thought that was a myth. I thought that was a myth.
What's the
Can
Passport
someone
Boys?
tell us
Many
what the
niggas
Passport
talking about
Boys
it. I'm
are?
like,
Someone
no,
besides Anu.
they're real.
Damn.
They
Drew, what is the
outside.
Passport Boys? What is it?
I think it's like people that's just down to leave America type shit. You feel me?
What the fuck y'all think
Passport
about
Boys.
that
Yeah.
shit?
Leave, bro.
Motherfuckers, yo,
No hate
man,
either. It's not even like anti-America. It's just like I'm out like for my own reasons. You know what I mean?
Bro.
Like,
For what I hear, they
Yeah.
pay a little change for, you know, for a little y'all do a little
oh
thing
shit!
for
I heard
the
about
change,
that
you know?
too.
For the Lolo.
Yeah, that's been around.
Like, no, I'm talking about like $13, $20,
Right,
$25
right.
for the whole y'all.
He said for the whole y'all.
I don't know what's going on right now. I'm lost.
Let's just say everything's cheaper in other countries. You know what I mean? So people have been taking advantage of that. It's full.
The whole bow.
The whole brrr, nigga. Nah, but also Passport Boys is also, as of recently, men, or to the viewers that don't know, there's a group of men known as the Passport Boys, and they're leaving the country to find women partners
Oh, okay.
because they feel like the women of America, majority of the women in America, are so like far gone that like and like are against like what's the word like wanting to be a wife and wanting to, you know, shit like that they feel like they have to leave the country to find women who are still into those things. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta look in the right place. I said definitely closer to the cities, you're not gonna find it. But if you leave the cities, you'll be surprised what you find.
Okay, so your advice is to leave just leave the
Yeah.
city. You don't gotta leave the country.
Yeah, you know what I
Leave
mean.
the
It's just
city.
like, why'd you go so far? But like, you're just looking in the wrong place. Because if like if you grew up in LA and this is all you knew, like I think this is like the worst of it for real.
No, LA's hard to find love.
Yeah, for real.
Everybody out here focus on their dreams and all that, you know. But I also feel like, you know what it is? I also feel like, you know, a little bit of like attract like is in there. A little bit of law of attraction is in there. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, like everyone's a reflection. So at the end of the day, like you could feel like you got to leave the country, but sometimes it's just like you're just seeing what's
that's
within
wild.
yourself.
Unless you really tried it all out.
Just hop on that 110 south, bro. You'll be alright. I'm telling you.
you say?
Y'all too much on the
What
110
is Barry
north.
talking about? Hold on.
You too much on the 110 north, the 101. Like, nah.
That's where you
Come
be
to
going?
the 110 south. You know what I'm saying? You can pick an exit.
Are we
Pick an
picking the
exit.
best places to find women?
Pick an exit. And if you're looking for like some quick shit, go off of Manchester. Make a left.
This nigga's stupid, bro.
Go off on Manchester. Make a left. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, you'll find something fast.
In the Bay, that's East 1/4. San Leandro, Oakland,
They
border.
got the streets. They got it down to the street.
Yo, shout out
Yeah,
to
I'm from out
Pulpito
here, bro.
Boulevard.
It's my home. Well, not this side, you know. But, you know.
Yo,
Just
Barry,
come once-
man. Barry's my
110
fucking
south.
brother,
I'm, like,
bro.
killing
110
this
South.
shit right now. It's so good.
You'll find
Good
something.
chicken.
Don't worry about it. What you looking for? I'm gonna tell you an exit right now. What you looking for, huh?
You looking for a wife?
I got what you need. Oh man. Okay. What's some topics, man? I know you got some
from LA,
topics.
huh?
Who me? Are you from
Yeah.
LA? Where you
No, I'm
from?
asking you.
Huh?
I was born and raised here.
Oh, lit. You kind of gave that
Where
vibe.
I'm from here?
Fire.
I
tell?
grew up in the A18, so I grew up in the San Fernando.
Okay, lit. Fire, fire.
Do we look like we're from LA?
I know
No.
he's
Y'all are
not.
some East
I don't know.
Coast
No.
heads. You guys put me up
East
on a
Coast
lot of
is-
East Coast shit. Just being around real East Coast people for like a minute now.
Indubitably.
Yeah, I'm learning shit about how
Y'all
the
different
difference
for
is.
sure.
Oh my God, bro. You
Y'all
taking
hella
me
cool
back.
though, for real. Like,
Thank you.
just
Thank
in
you.
general, like not just you guys, but everyone I met
Oh,
from
I
the East
thought I was
Coast. Like,
special. My bad.
y'all especially because I fuck with
Oh,
y'all.
alright, cool,
like, I
cool,
kick it
cool. I
with
take
you
it back.
guys and shit. But
No.
I'm just saying, I fuck with East Coast
What you
people.
saying?
Like, I'm older, so I grew up at the time where it was like, nah, East Coast, West Coast beef and shit. Like, we're like, fuck East Coast, everything. But now that I'm more mature and shit, like, y'all hella cool for real.
I'm a fuck with you.
Yeah,
Y'all showed me the light.
no, it's cool.
Liddy.
Where on the
Yeah.
East Coast are y'all from?
508. Shout out to 508, man. 508.
Massachusetts.
Fall River, Massachusetts.
Both y'all?
Yes, sir.
Hey, that's what's up.
Shout out Massachusetts.
Y'all came a long way. Y'all came a long way.
Nah, no cap.
That's the Wild West.
No
out
cap.
here.
I'm thinking about to, work, and just all the funny ass comparisons we would have, and that motherfucker, bro. All the questions you asked were like, wait, what? Like what? We done had some funny conversations. Was you
Y'all
supposed to say
different
something?
for sure.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah, this is actually an off topic question, and it's about like some advice someone would have like with the business, and like with promoting. So, how do you know when to stop promoting a song versus when you should start promoting it? So how would you know when to start promoting a song once it comes out?
I got a lot to say.
Yeah, that's the answer, man.
What's your question? Ask the question one more time.
When would you start promoting a song?
Me personally, I wait till it's uploaded to the DSPs. I wait like a week before. So once it's like, all right, I got a week until the song's about to drop, that's when I'll start.
How do you know what song to like promote?
One more time.
How do you know what song to promote?
You could drop snippets. You just gotta test. You know what I'm saying? Test shit online. Use your IG story. Post snippets. Put a poll in your snippet and be like, y'all like this? Should I drop this? Or maybe like a questions box and be like, when should I drop this? Let people give you dates, or a polls tab. Be like, is this fire? Or put the like shit emoji, and then let people click. And if you get a good reaction, you send it to people. They messing with it. Like, all right, cool. People rocking with it. I'm gonna drop it. Yeah, I feel like a lot of artists, at least some of the ones that I've worked with on my journey, sometimes I've noticed that artists can get too picky with songs and wait for things to be too perfect. Daliana. Hey, we're episode 10. We were Robin going viral. Episode 10. Sometimes the artist just waits till something's too perfect, and then sometimes they could just talk themselves out of dropping it altogether because they're just like, oh, it's not good enough, I'm not gonna drop it. And I've seen it time and time again. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just putting all of this on Dolly. Shout out Dolly. But time and time again, a lot of artists do that. So I feel like drop it. Post a snippet, get some input from the supporters, the fans, send it to a couple of your closest people, see what they think about it. If everybody rocking with it for the most part, you like it, slap on a cover art, upload it, drop it, bro. A week before, start posting snippets on your IG story, on your feed. You know what I'm saying? Talk about the date that is going to drop, and then once it drops, you know what I'm saying? Keep going ham.
What advice could you give to an artist that like is trying to put out music but they're just like super in their head about it and like they don't know which one to pick? What advice can you give?
Stop thinking so
But
fucking.
you're like king of punch it out.
Thank you, baby. I appreciate that. Stop thinking so fucking hard about it, man. For real, y'all about to get me tight. I'm sick of dealing with artists who are so damn in their motherfucking head. Like, I never met so many people in their motherfucking head about like, oh, I don't know if I can drop. Bro, just fucking drop it, bro. You're not just gonna. It's not like a one chance type of thing. Like, the music industry isn't a one shot thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, You could look at artists like Young Thug. He had to drop hella fucking songs before he started really, you know? So, like, don't just think you're going to be like fucking Post Malone and put a fucking thing on SoundCloud and your whole life's going to change. Like, that is, the chances of that happening are so minuscule. You know what I'm saying? And even if that does happen, like, you're still going to continue to drop music after you drop whatever you're thinking so hard about dropping. You know what I'm saying? So that's what helps me. At the end of the day, like, I could drop a song, motherfuckers will hate it. I'll drop another song 3 weeks later, motherfuckers will love it and won't even think about the song that they hated. Just because you drop a song and people don't like it don't mean they're going to stop fucking with you. Motherfuckers be thinking that shit. If I drop this song, they're not going to like it. They're going to block me. They're going to delete me. Like, nigga, it's not that fucking deep. And if they do that, they weren't really fucking with you in the first place. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like, I can think of all of my favorite artists. Every single one of them has dropped at least a couple songs I ain't fuck with and I don't listen to. But I still fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers not gonna cancel you just because you got one flop. It's okay, nigga. Drop the shit. Get feedback.
Don't be afraid.
Perfect. Not perfect, because perfection is not even real. Drop your shit, get feedback, improve, and then drop the next shit. Repeat. Get more feedback, improve, drop the next shit, get feedback, improve, and then that's literally it, nigga. Keep going. So that's my advice to all you stubborn, scared motherfuckers out there, man. Damn.
Nobody believes in you as much as you do.
No, yeah. That's like harsh reality too. People need to see that. Like, I'm sorry, like, no one's gonna push your dreams like you do. No one's gonna push you to do your shit. Like, you have to do it yourself. And if you don't do it, you're never gonna move anywhere. So just do it.
For real.
Yeah, I have met artists who don't want to do it by themselves. You know, some people have an inflated ego and feel like, you know, people gotta go out their way to help them and elevate them. And it's like, bro, at the end of the day, you gotta do it yourself. At least in the beginning, do it yourself. And once people see you got some shit that's lit, the supporters will come along and you'll slowly build your fucking team up. You know what I'm saying? But you just gotta just do it.
Yeah.
You gotta go Nike mode, just do it.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying?
I know a lot of people that are like born from LA too, but they don't really have like, I feel like, the LA mindset. Like, if you know what I mean. Like, I feel like a lot of people also
How would you define as an LA mindset?
where it's kind of more like I don't know, like they don't really like see something greater than LA. Like how you said, like that person you were saying, Passport Boys, they would just leave LA. Like you leave LA, like it's really different. But like if you're born from here and this is like your family and stuff, like it's awesome here. Like, I love living in LA. Don't get me wrong.
A lot of people in big cities love where they're from. People from the Bay love being from the Bay. People from New York love being from New York. People from LA love being from LA.
Something about it, you know?
Yeah.
It's just, there's a lot of great cities out here, but like I don't know, you leave like, you know, the big cities, you go to like the smaller towns and start discovering, like I don't know, you go up north, like even like a random city like Merced, it still got its little like shine, you know, its little jewel, but you meet people out there, they're on a different time in. You know what I mean? They just got like, you know, small town vibes. It's kind of what I was saying earlier too. And I've seen a lot of people limit themselves that way and just saying like, oh, I'm just stuck here, it's the tribe, but I don't know, like you put yourself in a lot of the tribes that you set. So like that mentality, like yeah, like I'm just stuck here, like you know, how will I make it? Even if you're not like from LA, like there's so many people that are like living in Hollywood that are not from LA. Like everyone that's not from LA, like literally lives in Hollywood. Everyone that's from LA lives around.
Yeah.
You know, whether it's like San Fernando, San Gabriel Valley, like you know, South Central, like wherever, like Long Beach. Like it's still LA, but like you kind of just rock where you from, and then we'll go to LA like for a Dodger game. Or like whatever. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, like I don't
What's like
know.
one thing you like living out here? Like what is one thing that's like you're like this is why I love living out here?
I think there's a lot of pride here for real, and LA is so big that I have love for like all the different parts and like picks and pockets. Like I'm still to this day like trying to catch up on everything because there's so much. You know, like Glendale is super different than fucking like Downey. But like they're still the same city, the same freeway will take you there.
Hey Chris, Tori says there's a little echo all of a sudden. Does everything look good on the audio? Okay. Yeah, Tori said there's a little echo. I don't know if it was. Tori, let us know if it's still an echo. Appreciate you.
But I'm not gonna lie, a lot of LA has changed because of COVID.
I've been hearing hella stories. Mind you, me and Divinity moved out to LA in the middle of COVID, so we have nothing to compare it to. so we don't know what LA was like before.
I met Drew during COVID. Me and Drew had a lot of fun during COVID. We didn't care. We had
Crazy,
so
I know
much
this for like completely separately.
I love the like this is
I
all
didn't know
connected by the
until
way.
Zen told me.
Talk about
Like,
how'd you guys
bro,
meet?
this is like one of my really good friends. Like,
Yeah,
for real.
how'd you guys meet?
Honestly, just on Melrose. Like, I think Florence did a
A
show.
lot of this was going around.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Every day. Like that was like you didn't have water. Then a Hennessy dispensary. Like, damn near. Allegedly. Anyways, someone we knew, Florence, did a show. I was booked to DJ, so I DJ'd an event at his store, and it was called Tea Party at the time.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was just like a jewel on Melrose, literally, because COVID ended what was going on Melrose. So I was working a lot with my homie Stefan with God's Kingdom, and he was doing clothing pop-ups, but I was DJing for him. So these events would just get cracking. Like, you know, we were just doing pop-ups, but ended up becoming a weekly block party that everyone like kind of just knew about. They pull up, come catch a vibe, and it was like going up. And then COVID hit, and then like I don't know what everything that was like the vibe and like just the life at LA was just gone. Like the streets were empty. But then I don't know. Like, I did a show during COVID because there was like still low key underground stuff going on. It was really frowned upon. Like I even got a lot of hate from doing all the events that I did.
I got some hate too, bro.
Like, so much hate, bro. I would never have guessed, bro, who like really turned their back on me. But it's all good, you know.
Like they just blame you for COVID,
Bro, really? Like
That's what happened to me.
I'm just hustling.
I got blamed for COVID.
Literally just listening to music with my friends. Like, what are you talking
Bro, Complex. You ever heard of Complex magazine?
about? Yeah.
I can't even say too much about it. I started something.
Bro.
They made a whole video about me. So like they did a live stream interview with me. They're like, yo, like tell us about these parties in LA. Mind you, because I went to this crazy party. I think Big Clit threw a party at like Beverly Hills, and then it got shut down by the police. There was a big ass fight. The police didn't break it up at all. They would just watch there because they were outnumbered hella. Yeah, and it was a full moon. It was a full moon. Full moon story number 2. That shit was crazy, bro. Like the biggest fight broke out outside. Like the police came, kicked everybody out. Me, Divinity, and someone else. We hid in the bathroom because we had to go pee, so we went to go pee. Then we went outside, and a big ass fight broke out. Everybody was fighting. The police was just watching. Like, would you say? You said one of the police was like, "There's more of them than us. We're outnumbered," or some crazy shit. Yeah, that shit was crazy. Why did I bring that up? I forgot why I brought that up. I had a point.
Complex.
Oh yeah. So then they seen that on my IG page. So then they like wanted to interview me, and they interviewed me, and they were so on my side, bro, with everything. They're like, yeah, nah, we feel you on this COVID shit, bro. Da, 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 da. Like this shit is weird. And then the video came out. They twisted the whole shit, bro. They were like, oh, Lil Death Star sitting here throwing these parties in the middle of COVID. Like he probably shouldn't be doing that. Da, 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 da. That's when I used to go by Lil Death Star. Flip the whole thing,
I
man.
miss you when you were a little Death Star. You like changing it next week. Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? But no publicity, bad publicity.
I said that too. A lot of people.
But
Jordan said was like, nah.
I said that to make the point that I feel you when you say that when you was doing shit during COVID, motherfuckers gonna act you crazy,
bro. That's why he lost his store for real. They're like,
And now everyone who wore a mask, I hope you realize you were a big sucker. And then y'all gave us hella drama for no motherfucking reason, bro.
all the conspiracies we tried to tell you, we
tried to tell y'all.
all came true.
We told y'all we were right. It was a fucking scam. You were a fucking idiot. We told you. Everybody seen the video, all them comments. I'm about to go reply to every single comment. Yeah, I got chicken wing in my hand. Yeah, I'm about to go back to YouTube under that video and reply to every single one of y'all comments. Be like, nigga, I told you, you were a dummy. I get that in my system. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. I found like what was like before COVID, like in his store during COVID. You know what I'm saying? It was just an open space for artists.
Bro, that store was so lit.
Like it was a jewel.
That store was so lit, bro.
There ain't no store that's.
I don't know if you want to bring up your upcoming
The store's
shit.
coming back. Don't worry, in its own way.
Too soon.
Yeah.
Next time.
I don't think man wanted to say that.
When it comes.
No, you can't. You can talk about it, but it's not locked in yet. So.
Okay. It's gonna happen though. I feel it in my bones.
Never
Yeah,
happened.
put that in there.
We're gonna talk about it again when it is.
Yeah, that's a fact.
It's in the universe.
In the universe, literally.
Yeah, but I don't know. It was just a crazy time to really be around. But I feel like people really kind of don't believe sometimes that they can achieve certain things, and like these blocks that they set mentally, like
Literally.
just keep being set by themselves.
Nah, I feel you. I feel you. You got any more other any topics? Because if not, I got something I can bring out.
Go ahead.
No, go your
It's
problem.
just basic.
Go your shit. What you got?
Mine's basic.
Also, to those watching, we appreciate everyone. There's always someone watching throughout the whole thing. If y'all have any specific things you want to ask us or things you want us to touch on or topics like that, feel free to put it in the comment section. Jane is saying, I feel like the echo is getting worse. It's echoing. Is everyone mic like wired all the way?
Mic check 1 2 and 2.
You just like yeah. Yeah, Jane said I feel like it's still echoing.
Check your Wi-Fi. I was just about to say that.
Well, two people said it.
It's the planets.
It's because our conversations got super woke and like super anti-society. So the FBI just like clicked in real quick, said, "Whoa."
Niggas was.
Yeah. Just take the whole bucket, yeah?
What you got?
Silences.
You want some wings? You want wings?
IDK, how was the club and like the DJ industry like during COVID? Like how was that shit?
How was what?
The DJ like clubbing atmosphere during that time.
Honestly,
during COVID.
DJ during COVID, I got a lot of hate for it. I got a lot of hate for doing it. And it's really crazy. It's from people I never would have expected. But
Yeah.
I think a lot of people were just mad that I was doing what they wanted to do, like subconsciously. And you know, it was just like, I don't know, not only that, but like it was also like the police telling us not to go outside. It was like during also like the BLM riots, like it's all happening at the same time. And like, I don't know, I think I was outside more during COVID than any other time of my life.
I feel you. Police was like shutting shit down, bro.
You know what I mean? So
It was coming to parties.
DJing was hard. I didn't really DJ much during COVID, but you know, the events that I did throw, it was like I missed the energy, honestly, because everyone like wanted to be there. Now I feel like it's kind of open. Everyone's just kind of numb from like everything that's been going on. So it's just not the same, but definitely.
You feel like they're still numb now?
Now it's turning up. I definitely feel it in the industry.
Yeah, I feel like it's getting lit.
It's getting back to that point. But they're trying to tell us to mask up again or like whatever, like type of lie they're trying to get to control us.
Well, you know what I heard is gonna happen, bro? I heard that, and I've been seeing this for years on my Instagram. I know y'all tune in on my Instagram. I believe they're gonna fake an alien invasion.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Project
And then all of a
movies.
sudden, ooh,
You know.
Ooh.
You lit.
ooh,
You know.
I'm wearing blue today. Come on.
ooh.
Blue bean.
You know what I'm saying? They're gonna fake an alien invasion, and you know, all of a sudden, you know, they're talking about UFOs now. Like now, they're OD confirming, like, yeah, we got UFO. You seen the recently Congress had some type of like meeting with like a bunch of people. I think they were from like NASA and the government and shit. And people were saying like they were literally. It was to the point where they were saying like UFOs exist. We have UFOs. We have an alien tucked up somewhere. A couple years ago, we had one and shit. And we, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like they just saying it OD. So I feel like that's all leading up to them faking this alien invasion.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we all know the footage we saw from the moon landing was from a movie studio. Like, they admit it, like, it's no big deal.
Yeah.
But really think about it. You think they're able to live stream from space in 1960? I could barely live stream in Canoga Park, bro.
Hey, I knew.
I have a couple perspectives.
Are you ready for that? For an alien invasion?
They're already here.
Man, all I'm saying out there, man,
Get your canned food.
get your canned food, get you some seeds, get you some soil, get you some water, and get you your legals, man. Get your legals.
You need more than that.
Get your legal ooh-oohs, man. Get your legal ooh-oohs, get you some bullets.
What if they're not even violent though? What if they're friendly?
He said.
Well, they're
he
gonna
said
fake it. They're gonna fake it. So I feel like the powers that be, they want us to fear the aliens because at the end of the day, the aliens, they're bringing the truth. But the powers that be, which are like the evil forces, they want to maintain control over us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So they're trying to do that.
Came down with like some bomb ass weed.
I mean, I don't know if they're
Trying to
gonna.
smoke with
I
it.
feel like they're eventually gonna come down, but there's definitely a reason why.
If you see CNN talk about aliens, these aren't the aliens that give you weed. Bro.
Yeah.
Like, the CNN aliens don't give you weed. If
They're
you want
trying
to
to
find the
instill
weed
fear.
aliens, bro, you gotta really go out there. You gotta, you know what I mean? You guys will fuck with each other.
Somebody called Rick and Morty.
You know what I mean?
And I'm saying, I'm not
But if
saying
the
get your
government tell
legals.
you, no, don't listen.
You see some laptops?
I'm not saying get your legals to shoot the aliens. I'm saying get your legals for when they say there's a fake alien invasion, when motherfuckers be in the streets going crazy for them. Like, I'm worried about the motherfucker who's not spiritually in tune and not woke, that's gonna be freaking out in the streets, robbing and shooting motherfuckers. That's the motherfucker I'm worried about. I'm not worried about no motherfucking aliens. Because if the aliens want to destroy the earth, they're motherfucking aliens. They would just did it from outer space, bro. They don't need to come down here, land, and just come like, bro, you insane?
That's what I'm saying. Like, so
Just blow the shit off from space.
what if they just came down with a nice pack? You know what I'm saying?
And they probably want to come down with a nice pack. But the powers that be want us to fear them.
You feel me?
They're so advanced, they don't even have to smoke weed to get high.
They're so advanced, they don't even gotta talk. They don't even gotta. They probably hold the
They
nugget.
are high, bro.
They hold the nugget, absorbs into their body. Now the aliens are so in tune, bro. They don't even gotta talk. They're just like mind read
They
to
don't
you.
even gotta use the bathroom for real.
What?
Nah, they just live out lame and eat.
Kim Jong-un.
Who's that?
This is the leader of North Korea.
Oh.
He doesn't use the bathroom.
Don't crack no jokes about him. He be getting mad about shit.
So sorry, so sorry.
You're gonna track our IP address. Send a bomb now.
Imagine. Right here,
Imagine.
Shit, right here.
Shit.
No, he be getting tight. I'm crying.
I truly believe it. If it's when it's the government talking about it,
It's not
they
good.
yeah.
Like
They're-
vegan
They're
food.
just talking about some BS.
Like vegan food that has like a whole bunch of
Yeah.
it's processed as fuck and
It's
like
beyond me.
chemicals.
It's beyond me what's actually inside of it.
Literally.
You know, that's why it's called Beyond Meat.
And once the government said vegan was okay and they promoted it more, it's like, you know, it's more chemicals.
Yeah, it's because they're getting some big Benjamins. You talk about it. You go to any other country, look what they feed their schools. Just the children.
Why are we so different? What's up with us?
We're America,
We
bro.
were too good. We were too good.
We're the money making country.
We were too good.
Like, we're supposed to be one of the most advanced countries.
Yeah.
Not even. Japan's probably like super advanced than us.
Yeah, but Japan, like, I don't know.
I heard we're Nokia and like Japan's like iPhone.
Yeah.
Japan been talking to the aliens probably. I don't know how they so advanced and shit.
I feel like everybody been talking to the aliens.
Russians too for sure. You know they cutting some backroom deals and shit.
I definitely believe
Hey,
that.
but-
They probably built that UFO that they be driving in.
I heard the Nazis were like one of the first ones to have a UFO.
I heard about that
I
too.
forgot. I read somewhere, like I watched a video. It was saying like the aliens were like thinking of which country to come into contact, which group of people to come into contact with first, and like they chose like the Nazis or some shit. Like they had like alien technology, some crazy. I wish I could recollect like everything specifically, but I watched it so long
Think
ago.
about it, it makes sense though. The Germans were the most advanced at the time.
Literally, I heard like
They
Hitler was
brainwashed
like,
everybody. They
Literally.
brainwashed everybody. They were brainwashing
They used the
motherfuckers.
frequency of like 448 or something like that to like brainwash people.
Yeah.
And they had like their broadcast systems. Like when they had the TVs that were just like 3 channels, or they put certain frequencies on that
They
shit to
do that
brainwash
to this
people.
day.
They
It's
do
like
do that to this day.
You know what remind me of that Nazi shit?
What?
This whole pandemic shit, how everyone like jumps in and like if you ain't in on it, if you ain't getting the shot, then you ain't part of the team. Like you ain't, you know what I mean? Like
It's literally.
I feel like that's how they did that Nazi shit. They got motherfuckers like, oh man, I gotta be one of them, or I can't be on the outside. Like you know what I mean? Fear, but like fuck that. Think for yourself. I'm not even telling nobody what's right or wrong, but think for
No,
yourself.
this is a controversial episode. Like I feel like if you didn't get the COVID shot, people look down upon you.
Episode 10.
Episode 10. You're going viral. No, like I feel like that's real shit. I want to talk about that. If you didn't get the COVID shot, people looked down on you. People thought you were dirty. Like literally, not healthy.
I remember going out with Tori trying to go get some food during that shit, and like we didn't have that shit, and like we had to sit outside. There's a packed restaurant inside. We're the only table outside. That shit felt weird as fuck. You feel me? I was like, what's going on right now? Hell yeah.
Bro, that's like what racism was like back in the day,
Type
bro.
shit.
Colors
But it's
outside.
2023. You feel me?
And, like
Like,
they made it happen.
and we
again.
letting this shit slide. Like, and no one say nothing. Type shit. Like,
I just know if they try to do it again, like it's not gonna work. Everyone's too.
I've been hearing that. I've been hearing that. A lot of people online are saying, like, yo, you're going to try to do this COVID shit again? It ain't going to go the same way. It ain't going the same.
Oh no.
Too many people know, like, I heard, like, you got the vax, and, like, even if you have the vax, like, it doesn't even stop you from getting it.
No, it never stopped you. Like,
It never did. But when we was saying it, everyone was calling us motherfucking crazy. And now everyone else calling us crazy. You know what they're saying now? They ain't saying shit.
Literally.
They quiet. All you people that slid in my DM after that
feel it.
video dropped, bro. Y'all slid in my DM cussing me out. They made me feel like I was the cause of COVID in LA, bro. I'll never let that shit go.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah,
That shit crazy,
that's
bro.
crazy, man.
But you know what it is? Like, you know?
It's a personal choice. You feel me? It's like, is this America or not? Like, do we have our own personal free will or not? You feel me? Like, are we sheep? This ain't supposed to be a country of sheep. Like, at least by what they promote with their fucking, you know what I'm saying, America shit. You feel me? Like, it's supposed to be free, but like, is it or not? You feel me? Because we outcasted for our decisions out here. Like, this shit's ridiculous.
At the moment, it's still
You know
kind
what I
of
mean?
free. I think right now it's at that point.
I think it's free to an extent.
Yeah.
I feel like we've been learning a lot lately. Like COVID really kind of opened the doors to a lot of things. Even though the powers that be are trying to have control, their attempts are just revealing themselves to the people. It's like COVID happened, and then like all of a sudden Instagram had this thing where it started like censoring out of nowhere. This is not factual. This is not factual about COVID. Out of nowhere.
It's called double think.
People again, their social media accounts deleted, YouTube deleted, then Rumble came out, Elon bought Twitter. So like these people bought these platforms and created these platforms for free speech, and now we're learning the truth through all this free speech.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I feel like it's a free country to an extent, but really at the end of the day, bro, you can't really say whatever you. We don't have free speech.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to hop on like social media,
You
yeah,
gonna get,
it's,
you
like,
gonna get
different.
canceled.
But I'm not gonna lie, like I don't know, really going for that unless like you're truly passionate and you're doing it like the right way. Because most people are like on social media for attention anyway.
Yeah.
Like you're an artist, bro. And I could tell you're not doing this for fake reasons. You know, that's why I rock with you, bro.
Likewise, bro.
You know what I
Appreciate you.
mean? Like you ain't faking the funk. It's easy to smell it, especially in LA.
Oh yeah, you can
It's
smell it mile away.
going on here. Ew, nah, shut up, bro. You're just like everybody else. Like
Nah, type shit.
Like there is a lot of. That's also one thing I love about LA. There's a lot of dope people, like not only just from here, but also travel through and stuff like that. It's a really good city to get connected and stuff. But yeah, like bro, like especially as a DJ, I've done a lot of performances. Even rocking with you at your show. Like we did the lineup. Show went awesome. Like I love the energy. Those are the events I love DJ. But there's also been times I've been booked. I didn't like I don't know like the music most of the time, where it was just like I didn't like the vibe of the person. You know what I mean? Like it's I don't know. The music industry is very like it's kind of nasty. You already know.
Oh man, let's dig in.
It's nasty.
Let's dig in about the energy of the music industry.
LA got the music, entertainment. They got every industry here. So it's all the dirt and grime is all here.
Yeah.
But definitely music it plays a big part.
Yeah, and it's not what it seems too. I feel like a lot of people looking at the outside end, even like just LA in general, looking at the outside end. You know, from the outside, it looks like one thing. Once you win that motherfucker, bro, that shit is different. You know, even with like the homelessness in LA, like I never knew LA had so many homeless people.
Not until COVID.
Like
It wasn't until COVID, bro.
yeah, I heard it before.
It
was bad before. I heard it's at an all-time worst now.
Yeah, it's all time worst right now.
Yeah,
bro.
but
I'm
even
saying,
before
like,
I heard.
before, yeah, we had, but they kind of like I don't know. Skid Row was more of a thing back then. Now it's not. It's like all of LA. Like you know what I mean?
So you're saying before it was more just Skid Row?
Yeah, like
Before COVID, there was this dude. He went. You could probably look it up. He did some type of interview, documentary, or some shit. He was he not even from out here. He said like Skid Row was we had the most homeless people in America.
What, Skid Row?
What?
Bro, Skid Row, I actually had a conversation about someone today about Skid Row. This photographer, he said he went there and just like took pictures, asked them people to take pictures of them and stuff. But it's like its own like country, bro.
it is.
It's insane. It's insane. It's actually one time me and Divinity walked through Skid Row.
Because my car got towed. They got towed at Skid Row. And it was just crazy.
Yeah, we had to get an Uber. It dropped us off at the tow place, and after we did like research for an hour to figure out where the car even was, we found out it was in Skid Row. Went to Skid Row. The Uber dropped us off. We knocked on the place. Person wasn't home. We called. They said come back in like 2 hours. So we had to walk through Skid Row back into downtown to this cafe where we chilled. But nah, Skid Row's like its own country. But like outside, like looking from the outside in, like I didn't even know shit like that was even in LA. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's also like the music industry. You look at the music industry from the outside, it looks like, you know, just this lavish lifestyle, glitz, glamour, but it's like, nah, sometimes you just have like, there's a lot of shitty people out here and you can have a lot of shitty experiences.
Shit's crazy, bro. Even growing up in the Bay, like I didn't realize it till I met out of towners. Like I had a homie that came to my local community college to play basketball. He was from Gary, Indiana. So it's cold out there. It's the Midwest. It was the murder capital for a long time, but they don't really have homeless people. Like I took him to like Berkeley, which is right inside of Oakland. It's more of like a university town, like a cool spot for like shopping and shit. Like tourists go there and shit, but it's still like inside of Oakland. Anyway, there's a lot of homeless people. There always has been. And I'm walking around with this fool for the first time. Like I'm hyping it up because it's normal to us. We always go there. You know what I'm saying? There's a place called People's Park. There's a lot of homeless people. Like I've chopped it up with these homeless people since I was riding BART by myself. So like 13, 14, 15 years old. Anyway, long story short, he's never seen like just like homeless people on the street. This is like 2012 or some shit. And like we're walking around and like motherfuckers are getting in our face like crackheads. They're like, "What's up, man?" Like this old ass surfer dude was like, "What's up, y'all?" Like what's up? Like you guys trying to do this or that? Or he was just like, "Give me some money." And my homie was just like, "Bro, like, what's up? Like, we finna take off on this fool?" I was like, "Nah, bro. Like, just keep walking, man. Like, we don't fight every single person that come in our face out here." But he's just like in the Midwest, bro. Like, we don't have homeless people. Like in Gary, we don't have homeless people. He's like, "I'm not ready for this." He's like, "I want to fight this fool right now." I was like, "Nah." I was like, "Just keep walking, bro. Like, you ain't got time to fight every single person talking shit to you." He might have called us some shit, you feel me? But he was like, he wasn't ready to let it slide. He never seen that type of energy, like walking around. It's kind of like, it's not like Skid Row, but in the Bay, we've been having hella homeless people for a long ass time. So to me, it's normal, you know what I mean? But to him, he was just like, he wasn't having it. But I had to tell him, like, this is normal out here, man. Like, just keep walking.
It's like a Cali thing, for
type shit.
It's the weather. It's weather controlled as fuck out here.
Yeah,
Like,
because
the
where else
government
you gonna
controls
live
the weather out
other
here.
than the city? Like the desert? Like, it doesn't sound fun. Like, you have like a better chance, like trying to like go in the concrete jungle, like figure it out.
Then live in the desert and the forest.
Yeah, well, no, 100%. I mean, like maybe more up north, like for sure. Like they have like, I don't know, like different places you can stay, like other than just like the city. But I don't know. I think that's why you see like a lot of like LA, like, you know, like San Francisco, like, you know, like I don't know, all these different cities. Like you're just gonna go closer to the city because that's honestly like there's more places you could probably find to sleep.
Yeah, from Mass, there's like barely any homeless people, so it's kind of crazy. Like seeing it out here. Yeah, it's so cold. It's definitely weather controlled out here because like it's weather's always good. It's always good weather, always perfect. So it's like you can sleep outside and still be good with like a sweater, which is like crazy. Like, homelessness is crazy. God bless people that are homeless and like living out there. Like,
Nah, real shit. Sending love and light to all the homeless people in LA, bro. Like, that shit is rough, and it's fucking insane. The homelessness in LA is insane, bro. It's like, what the actual fuck? Nah, real shit. What the actual fuck? It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is.
how y'all feeling right now?
Yeah, how y'all
Anybody
feeling?
turn?
I'm at a good level.
A
I'm on a new level.
little bit more.
You said what?
You can still drink a little more. Pass me that Henny.
Okay, let's get that in then.
I have some questions, but they're so like. Okay, here's a cool question. I want everyone to answer. What is the weirdest food combination you've secretly enjoyed?
From my TikTok?
What is the weirdest food combination you have secretly enjoyed?
The weirdest food combination?
Yeah, because I'm a picky eater, so it's like, yeah, I don't even really play that shit for real.
Look, he's like, I don't do that shit. I don't do weird shit. If you could think of one, what would you say? Because it could be normal to you and it could be weird to us, or vice versa.
But you said like the weirdest.
Yeah.
You said the weirdest shit that I put together though.
It could be anything.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, you had
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
I got one that started off. I got a controversial one that I've been pumping on my homies, bro. Like I've been trying to brainwash these motherfuckers for years. Spaghetti. This comes from my family too. This comes from my family too. I thought it was my grandpa for years, but it turned out it was like my mom's best friend's dad. Either way, she's from El Salvador. Spaghetti with mustard. I'll say it one more time. Spaghetti with mustard. I showed everybody that shit, and like they said that's crazy, blah blah blah. They tried it. I still got two homies that they do it themselves when they're at home to this day when they got spaghetti.
I guess
They throw some mustard on that bitch.
And tacos.
Well, yeah, that's some crazy shit. But there you go. My mom did it for years, and I always clowned her. I was like, "How are you gonna eat that? It's disgusting." Like, I tried that shit. Now I do it every time. Yeah, but Tori, my girlfriend's Italian from the East Coast, so she don't play. I can only throw mustard on the leftovers. I can't do it on the fresh batch. Yeah, she be like, "You can't put mustard on my shit."
Mustard.
Yeah, it's disrespectful, but
mustard.
yeah, if you don't like mustard, you're not gonna like it. But
Don't go to Italy and do
it
that.
throws a whole nother vibe on the spaghetti. Try it. That's all. I got.
I'm crying. The weirdest thing I've ever seen food wise, I think, was your sister. Oh, I mean, I don't. I got a little more time. I got to think a little bit longer for that. But the weirdest thing I seen was your sister. She did
Ketchup and rice.
ketchup and rice.
I just wouldn't do
I didn't.
that.
It wasn't me. It was her sister.
Oh,
She enjoyed the fuck out of it.
You didn't like it?
Ketchup and rice. For me though, I feel like the weirdest food that I could think of that I enjoyed. I love goat. I don't know if that's weird to y'all or not.
That's not weird.
No?
Have you ever had goat?
I guess that don't count. Have you ever had goat?
Not lamb.
Goat tastes pretty much the
he's
same.
Mexican. How you gonna ask him some shit like that?
Goat's better though. Goat's better.
Making beer and shit like that.
Oh yeah. I mean, we cook with every animal too, though.
Yeah, you guys cook with every animal.
Well, I'm just saying like, I'm pretty sure that came their way like, you know.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Biddy is goat.
It's
The real one, yeah. I fuck with the beef one, to be honest. But the goat
Nah, beef biddy is busting.
Biddy was goat though, bro.
Well,
Biddy
yeah,
and
we're
everything,
wrong.
yeah.
We be eating beef biddy though.
Yeah, but we could probably find an authentic place that got the too.
Oh, you in the right place.
You know one. He had
There was one spot one time we got back at work. We had the goat tacos.
Or do we get it?
Bro, do you know where that's at? I've been trying to go. I don't know where it's at.
I got you.
I need that shit. Goat tacos? Stop playing. Jana said goat cheese though. Fire.
Goat cheese.
Someone said that shit.
Jana said like just spaghetti and mustard.
What about that
Mustard as the sauce.
People can't handle
Wait,
Yeah,
so
how
it
was
was
the
mustard.
mustard?
It was mustard as the
No, it
sauce.
says a condiment on top of your
I never had that one
existing
before.
spaghetti. You feel
What
me?
about that breast?
So like spaghetti sauce, and then
Your
mustard.
regular spaghetti, your mom's spaghetti. You feel me?
Without the
So
sauce.
so just spaghetti and mustard
You just throw the mustard on top. On
Of-
yellow.
on top of dry.
No. I don't know.
You gotta try it before you.
Cooked mustard?
Your spaghetti, bro. Like
Yeah, regular
standard
spaghetti.
spaghetti. Take a mustard bottle, squirt some mustard on top.
That's it.
No red sauce. No red sauce.
You can put ketchup too.
No.
I know it sounds crazy, but you gotta try it. Throw another dimension on that bitch.
Different.
For the record, I didn't like. I always clown my mom for doing it for years. Like, as a kid, especially, I'd be like, "Oh, that's disgusting. Like, why do you always do that?" She's like, "Oh, my grandpa did it, you know."
Family recipe.
But I finally did it, and I do it every time now.
Probably in your
It's
family,
just
like,
fire.
taste buds.
Maybe. I like it now. I don't know why.
There you go.
Damn.
I didn't think I was gonna like oysters, like shellfish.
Yeah? I never had oysters. I heard they're good though.
Really, you gotta put all that
And Tori
seasoning.
talks about
they give you,
oysters and like
all
how
that
they're
seasoning,
good.
all like the oils and the whatever white vinegar, like garlic. Put it all on there.
I have a question. What is your favorite childhood video game? What did you grow up on?
Is either
Mine's Sonic the Hedgehog.
That
I
is a
grew up
great
with
question.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic was
But the
the best.
That was
favorite,
me.
like
I
my
played all the
my
Sonic
favorite,
games.
probably Def Jam Fight for New York or Saints Row, the first one.
Saints Row. I've
They
heard
just
Saints Row.
discontinued making any more games, but they just
Like,
closed their doors.
like if I had to choose, I can play either one of those games all day, every day. Like no other game don't have to exist. I'll be alright.
Okay.
That's tight. Honestly, I grew up off of Resident Evil,
Resident Evil.
the fourth one. That was my favorite. Number 5.
Was it a scary game?
Kinda.
was
Yeah,
scary.
honestly,
About zombies and shit.
it's like
You played it?
it's
It's like
kinda
it's like a Walking Dead game.
They just remastered
yeah?
Put your Walking
PS5,
Dead on the
so-
game.
I played like Call of Duty Zombies. I like that.
Yeah.
Imagine that. So like that game, like you're an agent. Imagine like I don't know, like the CIA, and you get sent out to Spain to go like check out this spot because the president's daughter got kidnapped. But then it's just like a whole bunch of like cult people and like I don't know, like they're trying to inject the world with like this parasite that basically it's like they inject it with you know your blood and everything and like it controls you and like it makes you one of them. But then I don't know, it's like games also like shit come out of like your neck and stuff. But
Wow.
it's wild. Like I don't know, I played that game like 100 million times over and over and over.
Resident
It's
Evil.
really fun. Yeah, that was my favorite game.
I'm gonna say Max Payne.
Which one? Which one?
The
Which
first
one?
one. The first one.
Okay, I give you that.
I'm
I
gonna
give you
say
that.
The first one was
I
the
never.
best one.
I don't think I really. I played the first one a little bit.
Nah, the
For
first
me?
one was very intense. It was so intense, bro. It was like a movie. That shit was
Max
intense.
Payne 3, bro. Max Payne 3, bro. Let me talk my ish real quick, man. Let me tell you a little something about Max Payne 3. I had a crew on Max Payne 3. We were called Craze Crew. We were so good that the Rockstar game developers wrote a whole blog article about us on their website. That's how serious I took my Max Payne 3, bro.
Okay.
Max Payne 3 was so like everyone that played the game took it so seriously, bro. There was this one crew. So my crew was Craze Crew. There was one crew called OCPC. They were a really big crew, you know what I'm saying? And there was this like other crew. I forgot what they were called. But I'll never forget, I was in this one match, and there was this dude, I guess he was like beefing with the OCPC. And he was in the lobby on the mic.
PC killer.
He was like, I'm a OCPC killer. Like, bro, we took that shit so seriously, bro. I'll never forget, I'm like, damn, this brother really
Max
takes
Payne-
this serious,
Max
bro.
Payne was that
Every
shit.
time he kills someone from the OCPC clan, I'm a OCPC killer. I'm a killer. But nah, I took Max Payne 3 seriously. Max Payne 3 was one of my favorites. Red Dead Redemption, another one of my favorites. I was a beast. You didn't care for Red Dead Redemption? You didn't give it enough chance. You didn't give it enough time.
I didn't care for that game.
You gotta warm up to that
You
one.
played the second one? The second one was sick too.
Nah, the second one's sick. I don't play no more.
I didn't even look at it.
It's sick though. In GTA 4, when they first introduced the multiplayer, you're in New York, Nico Bellic. What? You never played 4?
The only one I didn't play.
That's the only one.
I don't think it was on Xbox.
Bro,
you played it
It was
no.
on Xbox.
I cannot allow
It's on your
this.
iPhone, bro. It's on
I think it was only PlayStation. It was like
I thought that was GTA 3.
they hated on it, so I was like,
No. Nah, 3 was Liberty. Yeah, 3 was Liberty City.
Yeah.
But they brought Liberty City back in GTA 4, but they made it into New York.
What's your favorite Grand Theft Auto?
That's a tough question. It's
I'm going San Andreas.
It's between
for
San
sure.
Andreas and 4 because man, 4 was just lit. And it had the multiplayer. San Andreas ain't got no
4
multiplayer.
was lit.
It had no multiplayer, bro. You went in New York. You know what I'm saying? The story was just
I also
amazing,
remember
bro.
that I got San Andreas though. That was,
Nah, San Andreas was lit.
PS2 days though.
Nah, San Andreas was a movie.
story
I discovered a lot of San Andreas.
Yeah.
It was very cold. They did a great job. They did a great job.
What? And it had Samuel L. Jackson in there.
Oh, he has Officer Tenpenny.
Yeah.
Bro, San Andreas was lit, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That was a good game.
So it's for sure takes the cake.
No cap.
Yeah.
That was a really good game. But for me, it's stuck between 4 and 5. 4 and San Andreas. I like. No one said 5. No one even brought up 5. That's so funny.
I just was playing that shit for it.
I think 6 gonna take the cake. You played 5, Drew?
Yeah.
I do.
Okay. So you said the only one you didn't play was 4?
It was like Sony only or some shit.
Bro, go get it.
Was it?
Download that shit. Download it on your Xbox.
I don't know.
You can get it today.
That'll be your new favorite.
You can own it today.
The story was so
There's a period
good.
in my life where I didn't play no games, so it might have been during that period.
Vice City was pretty cool.
Not too late. Nah, Vice City was cold. Vice City was cold. Miami.
Different, bro.
Yeah. I hear they're going to bring that back for 6. You know 6 is coming out soon. Not soon, but probably in like a year.
All the, like, you know what I mean?
I've been seeing a lot of shit online. So in GTA 6, they're going to incorporate AI
They never went to the south though.
into the NPCs.
I swear they should go to the south.
What, like
fuck
Mississippi?
Fuck Miami. Like they should go to the real south though.
Like what part of the South? Like Texas, Louisiana? Nah, they could drag it. They could drag that.
They should do that.
They could drag
They
that.
ain't never had one in Texas.
They
That
could.
would be so wild.
But then they got Red Dead, which is kind of like, I don't know.
That's a whole you got horses, it's a whole different
It is, but like it's still like country, no?
Like no, Texas is so big. That's a whole other part of Texas.
Yeah.
Fuck that game.
I love how excited everyone got when I mentioned video games. You guys were like, yeah, I played this video game as a kid. No Mario Brothers, no nothing. Everyone was like San Andreas.
Nah, so well, that's just the premium shit. Me, I never had enough money as a kid to be able to get any Mario games. I never had the GameCube. My cousin had the
Mario's,
GameCube.
nigga, that's like what?
Now that I'm older and I got my own money, now I got a Nintendo Switch. I got a GameCube thanks to Divinity. Shout out Divinity for the GameCube. And now I'm able to catch up on those missed childhood moments.
You gotta.
I got a new GameCube. It's the only time I've ever seen him cry.
Congratulations, bro.
I gave it to him on Christmas and he cried. Like
real name cry too.
Like it wasn't even like it wasn't like a sob. It was like a little. It was a cute cry, but it was just like so
Sega
grateful.
is like one of the best game of all time. Like, I picked like. Call me crazy. I picked Sega over Mario, but I love Mario. I love Mario Brothers,
grew up
but
on
I picked
Sonic.
Sega
Over Mario?
Same here.
Sonic has
Sonic?
a super
Really?
close
Sonic is
storyline.
so-
Sonic
Over
is-
Mario though?
I'm an OG,
Mario's
bro. We was in
Bro,
that other era,
over
bro.
my mans?
It was Nintendo versus
Sorry.
Sega on everything.
You sure, bro?
I'm telling you, Sega Genesis. You know what I'm saying? With like, you know what I'm saying? Like, with Sonic the Hedgehog and all that. Like,
Bro,
I'm
you ever play
telling
Sonic Unleashed, bro? It was the
Sonic,
most
Nah.
amazing
and he had the
game
little
ever,
fox
bro.
friend that you could play too. And he had a little
bro.
tail.
Tails,
Hey,
nothing
but-
shadow.
To y'all watching right now, guess
Call me crazy.
Divinity just bought me this today,
Sonic the Hedgehog. Like,
and guess
telling
what
you,
I got in it? Whoop! Bottle of Henny.
Sonic, he went crazy. You got it?
Shout out Mario, man. I never got to play Mario as a kid. Yo, my cousin had my cousin Jonathan. Shout out Jonathan. This nigga had this Mario game, man. Super Mario Sunshine. Man, I always wanted that game, and then when I got the Switch, I bought that motherfucker.
There you go.
So I feel like now that I'm getting older, I'm getting all those games that I always wanted to get. I do. I used to have I still have it. I had Sonic on the PSP. Y'all remember the PSP?
Yeah, I was playing Jack
One of the
and Daxter on
dopest
that.
handheld consoles ever.
Yeah.
No,
I also had a Game Boy Advance.
As a
What, the PSP?
like a mobile game.
Better than Game Boy, you say?
Indubitably. Fuck up. What are you talking about? Are you crazy?
Yeah, you're right. It had
Could you
good
play
graphics.
GTA on a Game Boy?
You can
Nah.
watch
Could you play
movies on that joint.
Dev Jam Fight for New York on the Game Boy?
Nah.
Can you watch movies on the Game Boy?
Not
And
at
what
all.
are we talking about?
You right.
Get the
Like
movie
this-
discs.
Oh wait, what's that?
Nigga,
Wait,
it was
wait,
niggas
I
watching porn on that,
PSP or
nigga.
what?
Yeah, did you know you can watch porn on PSP, nigga? Stop
Yeah.
playing.
I used to, bro.
Stop playing.
Bro, I used
Stop,
Bro, I
I'm
used
still
to-
PSP, nigga, bro. What are you talking
Hacker
about?
had a
web browser.
Bro,
built
I
into the
used
machine,
to,
bro.
bro.
I know you did, nigga.
You had to
Bro.
use the analog stick to move that shit.
Bro,
Come on,
I
bro.
used to go over to my grandparents' house. So my grandparents live in New York. Well, my grandparents on my dad's side, they live in New York. I used to go over there every summer, and they had the Wi-Fi and I had the PSP. I used to hook it up to it wasn't even their Wi-Fi. It was like the neighbor's Wi-Fi, but there was no passcode on it. I used to go on that, watch a little. I don't know how I ended up I don't know how I found it. How I
You a
stumbled upon
crafty young
that.
fella.
I just went on the internet one day. And
Nah, he was looking for
He
it.
went around meddling.
You think I was looking for it?
He went around touching
I don't
shit.
recall.
He was going around meddling.
Found
I
it.
had this
The
one
viruses
website.
pop up and get you.
He just went around
When the
start
viruses
touching
pop
shit,
up on your
just
computer,
meddling.
that's how you know like
Yeah.
you're coming.
He
up.
wanted to see the hot milk scenario.
I had this one website, bro. I used to go to all the
I
time,
used to go to
bro.
xxx.com. You guys heard
Hold on.
xxx.com?
You
I
go.
might have to end the live on thingy. It's all good.
XXX.com.
Nah, no cap. And on the PSP, I used to they used to have this like RSS feed app, and I used to listen to radio station, this radio station from the UK. They were called Insomnia UK Radio, and I used to listen to like every week they would have a new episode, and they would just have like bands from the UK, like undiscovered bands, and I absorbed a lot of like dope music that I'd never like heard of before. Through that, the PSP was just dope. The PSP, like I was doing things on the PSP I could never do before.
Oh my dear friends, but you just reminded me, you sure could listen to music on that whole. That's what I'm saying. Like, how can you compare that to a Game Boy?
Nah, that's right.
Like, don't do that.
Nah, my bad. PSP was legendary.
I never wanted the
Game Boy.
DS.
Game Boy is still legendary. It's still classic. It's still classic. Like, you can bring one out right now. We all gonna get excited. Pause. Like, you know what I'm saying? But
Pause. He said pause.
cause I said Game Boy, you feel me? Like that was just
That's why he said pause. He explained why he said pause.
Because I said game and boy in the same sentence.
What's that fighting?
But like,
Right.
Rumble.
nah, for real though. But
Did you said your favorite game?
What's up?
Did you say your favorite game? Because we were saying all our favorite games.
Resident Evil.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, Resident Evil. Did you say yours?
he said Max Payne, and then
Oh yeah,
what
Max
was it?
Payne. What was your favorite game?
Shit, bruh. Wait, what was the my bad? What was the original?
Childhood game.
A childhood game. Damn, that's a tough one.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? The first game I ever fully beat, Tekken was up there for me too. I was
I had a
my
Tekken
first
tag
system
game.
was a
Tekken
PlayStation 1, so I'm gonna go ahead and say the first game I ever beat though was Metal Gear Solid 1. That was a good ass game. You had to sneak around, you had to snipe motherfuckers. There was like bosses and shit. I don't even remember what happened, bro. But I beat that shit because I didn't have a PlayStation or I didn't have a system until then. And in my case, I didn't have a system all the way till 7th grade. My parents were just not having it. I had to get like a 3.0 or something. And I remember I got it. I remember I seen that report card. I was like, damn, I got it. Everyone was like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I got it. I'm in now. I got a system. Like, no more Game Gear. I had a fake ass game. I had a Sega Game Gear. It was like,
You had a game?
it wasn't bad.
Okay,
It wasn't the Game Boy though. No, it was like it was Sega's version of a Game Boy.
Oh yeah.
It was color, so that was cool and shit. But the screen was tiny and the shit was hella big, bro, and hella heavy, and the screen was just tiny. So you felt like you were a broke boy when you had it. You're like, this is the busted ass one. Everybody was playing Pokemon. They had their Nintendo, everything.
I was just
bro.
about to say the Nintendo 64 was crazy.
I didn't have that one. I wish I did though.
Bro, my
Type
dad
shit.
never had a
N64
64.
That was a classic.
My personal first system, Nintendo.
That's a legendary
I never had
one.
a 64.
That's a legendary one.
I bought an emulator though when I was staying up in New Jersey. I had some business up in New Jersey, and I remember I copped an emulator. Where is that? I forgot all about that.
What's an emulator?
We used
It's
to
an
do
emulator,
that
so it's
shit
not like
too,
the
yeah.
actual system, but it's like
It's in your
a
parents'
third
house.
party.
It's
Oh
in your
yeah, you're
parents'
right.
house.
It's a third party built
You gotta
system.
visit your parents, bro.
It's a third party built system, but you could put the original games in it, and you could play that shit.
That's
I remember
your parents'
when
house.
I was in New
Mhm.
Jersey, I bought that shit. I FaceTimed you. I was like, yo, I'm
You're
about to
so
buy this
excited.
emulator, and I had Mario. I used to play that shit on there.
Mhm, you were mad hyped for that.
Yeah.
Bro, my
Nintendo
dad threw my
64 is
N64
fire.
away, bro.
Oh, damn.
Threw it away.
Let's
bro.
go.
How much
Okay.
is
He's
it
like,
worth now?
right? And my cousin gave it
Good
to me. I
money.
only had it for
Okay.
like 2 months, and then we moved.
What was the official game that you said though?
I'm gonna go ahead and say Metal Gear Solid.
Metal Gear Solid
number
for the
one.
PS1?
Yeah.
Okay, fire.
That was the first game I ever beat.
Metal
You
Gear
feel me?
Solid
Like
1 for the
beat that
PS1,
shit.
Max Payne for the PS2, Resident Evil for the PS2.
Resident?
On the Xbox.
Oh, for the Xbox. Max Payne for the Xbox. Resident Evil for the.
I mean, you can play it on anything, really. It
Did
was,
you
on,
play
it
it was on the
Liddy?
Wii. I played it on the Wii.
Ah, I'm
that
crying.
shit was
Play it on
just
the
Yeah, I
different.
wanted the Wii so bad as a kid. I never forget begging my parents.
didn't care
I
for
want a
that.
Wii. They
That's
didn't want to
one
give me no
system
Wii.
I did not
It
care
was just
for.
different.
Nah?
Yeah.
The Wii?
That didn't look lit to you.
Yeah.
I didn't want it myself.
Yeah.
That
Like,
shit looked lit like.
The,
It was
what is
cool.
it, the
Hey.
shooter games?
It
Like,
was
you
my-
would
Hey.
the controller and
I
like,
went
it
over
was
to
like
my
you hold the
spoiled
gas.
cousins
Hey.
and my spoiled
I got a
friends.
Wii
They had it,
Sports
it was
thing.
cool.
Go ahead.
You know,
A Wii Sports story,
I don't care for that
bruh.
shit, bro.
Oh, yeah, the story mode.
I had a
Bro,
party
nobody
one
knows.
time at my house, bro. My parents were out of town and shit. I had to do it.
Yeah.
They had the old but still hidden big screen TV, the big ass box, like the 500-pound giant ass TV. This one motherfucker, bro, he thought he was the shit. Like he got like what is it? 9 strikes in a row. It's called a triple turkey on Wii Bowling. He was on this triple turkey. He swung that shit hella hard. The fucking controller ended up halfway into the TV by the end of the swing, bro. And my parents came home the next day, bro. I was like, damn, bro. I was like, I don't care how, why. You get the money, get this shit fixed. Like, I can't deal with this shit, bro. Like, you broke, like, the crown jewel of my entire house, bro. Like, my parents been, yeah, it's an old TV, but that's their big screen. Like, I can't have a party,
What
but I
happened,
definitely
Drew?
can't break the TV.
What happened,
like,
Drew? Like, did he give you the money?
yeah.
He
Yeah,
did?
he did. No, he fixed it. He had some glass motherfucker come and fix that shit.
No way. So it
Yeah, he
worked.
did.
It ended up fucking working
Yeah,
out.
it ended up working out, but I was
What?
sweating.
Wild
Sweating.
party, bro. Triple
Like that
turkey.
moment I'll never forget, like staring at that shit, and he was staring at that shit, and it was just like, oh fuck, bruh. And it was a hype moment before that because he was finna hit 9 strikes in a row. We were all playing that shit,
Did he make
drinking.
that strike?
Yeah, I think he did actually, but it got, you know what I'm saying? Nobody gave a fuck because he fucked up my shit, you know. But, yeah,
Some judgy stuff.
Damn, that's crazy.
close call.
So what is my official favorite game
What'd you say?
of my childhood? It's my childhood, I played San Andreas a lot and I played 4 a lot. If I had to pick just one, it would it'd have to be 4 because the multiplayer, bro.
It's that East
Coast.
Coast.
The multiplayer, bro.
Yeah.
New York multiplayer, drive-bys, free mode, shooting. Brrr. Like,
First of all, on San Andreas, you can bring up the whole block, bro. You can just go recruit him.
That was
recruit
lit,
him,
that was lit.
recruit-
I
You can recruit the whole block and go down the street, literally
That
across
was
the
lit.
tracks, down the street. You could just walk down the street and have a whole war, bro. What are you talking? And
nah,
it
that was lit. I
online.
used to fill my car
It
up
was
and just
online.
go do
You just
gang
couldn't
wars.
do multiplayer like right here. Like you can.
Nah, it was only
multiplayer
like
over
co-op.
there. Man, nah, you can do multiplayer like online, fool. Like you couldn't like. Me and you on the same system couldn't probably do it, but like no online, and we could do that on the dead homies. Yes, you could. Yes,
What,
you
multiplayer?
could. Yes, you could. Yeah,
For
on
the
dead homies.
system or
On
like the
dead
PC.
homies. What? That's on my dead.
Yeah, you can
friends.
do
Yes,
2
could.
players. You can do 2 players.
Yes, you
But
can.
online, no? Niggas around the
Bro,
world.
yeah.
You in the fucking
What
lobby talking shit to niggas.
What we doing? Bro, yeah. Okay, like me and you. Okay, like you probably can't talk shit, but I can because I'm the main player. You know, yeah, you play. You a player 2 ass nigga. So, but you in the lobby though. You in there though. You know what I'm saying? But like on the dead homies, fuck no. I let you get that off. I can't
Hey,
believe I let you get that
PS2
off. I
had
had to
on
really think about
PS2
that.
did have online
On the
shit.
dead homies, so you know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about? Like what?
Cause I had a game,
Like,
SOCOM Navy SEALs, bruh, Navy SEALs, and you could fight each,
I
you could
really
shoot
let
each
you
other
get
and
that
shit.
off. Like, no. I remember,
PS2,
bro, cause they mark up, bro. Like,
SOCOM
on your
Navy
map, they mark up
SEAls,
like
bro.
with colors, like where it's going down at and all. What? You tripping?
I never
You
tapped
know,
in that.
turn
Even
on
if not,
PS2,
someone got
nigga.
a server.
You
bro.
wasn't
There's
signed
people
in.
who are
That's
like
all.
huge
You
fans
wasn't
of
on
Yeah, the
Violent
server. Oh
Violent
yeah,
Geeky,
I
bro.
seen that, but I didn't know if that's for the console.
I mean PC for the server.
PS2, nigga, go sign in,
Yeah,
bro.
PS2.
I might have to tap back in.
Oh, yeah.
I
people
still gotta go with
still
GTA
probably
4,
playing that shit,
I
huh?
still gotta go with
Online
GTA
to this
4.
day.
You play GTA 4?
Yeah, it's cool.
It's just cool.
No, it's my
Nigga, Nico Bellic,
It's because you're
nigga.
from a
It's
hat.
cool, bro. No,
Nigga
it's
went to
cool.
go get married, and depending on what you choose,
5 was better.
either
than
his wife gets shot
5
up,
was better than 4.
or
Vice
you
City,
said 5 was
Vice
better
City,
than 4.
Vice City was better than 4. Vice City was better than 4. I'm gonna be honest.
What?
Vice City was better
What?
than
Multiplayer was turd,
4.
bro.
Vice City was the first time
Vice
you saw
City
a
was
strip club.
lit.
What
It
are you
was
talking
super
about?
lit.
You ain't
Better
never-
than 4.
Bro, that was the first time you was ever in a strip club in Vice City. As a kid, when that's what you was like. Oh, when I get older, I'm about to shit. No, what? That was the first time you thought. You thought, nigga.
Actually, I don't think I ever went to me personally. I don't think I went to the strip club in Vice City.
How you stop playing, bro?
I think my first strip club was 4.
Stop playing. You got a mission in there. Stop playing. Stop doing that. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that.
I don't know if I ever beat the game personally. Vice City's
You
one I
never
don't think I
beat
ever
the game.
beat.
We talking to niggas that never beat the game. I'm done. I don't even want to talk to niggas no more. Niggas ain't even beat the game, and I'm talking like
That's the one I didn't
you right
beat.
now.
I didn't
Matter of
beat.
fact, you got that.
Talk to you right now.
Niggas ain't even beat the game.
can't
You right.
even
I don't know
You
if I
got
beat
it.
3.
Nah,
I
you
don't know
got
if I
it.
beat
You
3.
got it.
How
You
you
got
math
it.
from outside
Four.
the club?
You
You
got
can't
it.
even
You
get
got
in.
Niggas ain't even beat the game, and I'm
Damn, yeah, I don't.
It's
Yeah,
all.
nah.
This is why I'm talking.
Game.
If you ain't beat the game, you won't understand why I'm saying what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I
But
like?
I beat San
Vice
Andreas,
City?
and I beat 4, and I still pick 4.
But Vice City has one of the coldest. Like, bro, you in Miami. All right, look. Have you ever seen look? You ever seen Scarface?
Yes.
It's Scarface in the on the game, and they had the game Scarface, but that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah,
We're not
they
even
did.
gonna
They
do that right now.
Yeah, they did.
Was it a good game?
Before Scarface, the game, it was Vice City. It was like you watch that movie Scarface, and gonna play Vice City, bro, and beat the game
That's a fact.
on the dead homies.
Yeah.
That's Tony Matana. I'm trying to tell. How you go, bro? Over 4? That's a
Over
I don't even
4.
want-
4,
but you
man.
but you ain't beat the game though, so it don't.
I
even,
didn't beat
It
it.
hit different.
Yeah, I gotta
It
beat
hit
all the 3. I played it for sure. It's lit,
It
super
hit
fire.
different when you beat the whole game.
You know what I'm saying?
That's all I'm saying. You feel me?
Okay. That's up for debate. So everybody watching, man, y'all let us know y'all favorite GTA in the comments. To those in the live stream or to those that watch the
I'm
replay.
not smoking.
If you got to this
Have some
part,
lighters.
let us know y'all favorite GTA. So mine is
No,
4.
this is not mine.
All right, babe. You, what's your favorite childhood game?
I think I said it. It was Sonic. I played. I was
Oh,
a
Sonic.
Sonic kid.
Give me 3. Give me
I was
3.
Sonic the Hedgehog kid.
No,
Oh,
1,
1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
Hey,
shut up.
Sonic the Hedgehog. That was my
Exactly.
game.
Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm trying to tell you.
I had it on the Game Boy.
Look, Sonic on Nintendo 64 and Sega Genesis. I'm telling you, it's the greatest game.
And then I
of all
had the
time.
game. This is a little feminine, but I had the game that you took care of the dogs
I'm trying to tell you.
on the DS.
Nintendogs.
I had that. My dogs always had fleas. But yeah, I had that game too, and I had Bratz, and I had Jimmy Neutron on the PC. You ever heard of Jimmy Neutron? They had a game you could play on the PC,
Hey,
and
did
I
y'all
had
know
that
Blade
shit.
had a game? Not to
Blade
cut you
has
off.
a game?
No, it's alright.
On the first Xbox.
Did
I have one more. I have another
Big ass
question. I
black.
want you
played
guys
it?
to
I
answer.
played it, but I never had it, bro.
I never played it.
Bro, what? Blade,
He
nigga.
said he had the demo. Remember that
No.
demo shit they used to have?
Bro, you know, it was one of my, you know, you got the neighbors that's like spoiled as hell. He get everything.
Oh,
It was
fact.
one
let's
of them,
loosen
one
it
of
up.
them kids. I went to his house, bro. What? He had the official game, bro. Blade. I'm like, bro, what? I didn't even know this shit existed. Where you get this shit?
Blade was a
Like,
good
what?
movie.
It was a Blade.
It was a
Exactly.
good movie. It was
I
a
would have
good
never
movie.
known this if I would never went to my neighbor's house, bro. This nigga, what? That game was so cold too. But that's a whole nother story. I can't even really get to the specifics. I only played it like once or twice. So
Eli said God of War.
God of War.
God of
Such a
War.
good game.
Yeah.
I cried. I didn't even play it. That was one of the games I watched Anu play. I watched him play it, and I was watching the
not
movie.
good.
It was like a
PS5
day.
just so I
If your
could play
girl
that
watches
shit.
the whole story mode, you know that's a good story.
Facts.
That's crazy.
Are you live right now?
That's a good one.
Hey,
Lit.
I'm live on
That,
IG right now with my nephew
Spider-Man.
Eli.
That's the only
Eli,
reason
say
why
what
I'm
up
getting
to
a
Silk
beard.
Top.
You don't know me when I do. I might just hit your bitch in a coupe.
Hey Eli, what's your favorite childhood video game, brother?
Man, fucking Zelda.
Zelda. That's solid.
he picked a good one.
That's very solid. That's very solid. That's very
My
solid.
boy said Crash Bandicoot.
Crash Bandicoot.
Crash Bandicoot is fire.
You ever play Crash Bandicoot?
Bandicoot was my shit too, on God.
Crash Bandicoot is your shit?
Yes, bro. I grew up on that shit too.
Nah, Crash Bandicoot was lit. Crash Bandicoot was lit. For everybody tuning in on the live stream, make sure you tap in with my nephew Eli, man.
Man, my name is Lil VXP. Like I said, if you don't know, well now you know, bro. I'm not fucked up, but I'm good.
Eli got the song out right now doing 100K. What song is that, Eli? Talk about the song real quick.
Bro, the song name is Toxic, and it's at like 115K right now.
Let's
You don't
get
check
it.
that shit out.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Is you late.
Let's get that. Hey, we appreciate you, Eli. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate your constant support, man. For wish you nothing but the best, nothing but success, man.
Smoking right
I love you, auntie.
Thank
I'm
you,
gonna
though.
see y'all pretty soon. I'm gonna see y'all pretty soon.
pass
See
it?
y'all play. I'm gonna see y'all pretty soon.
We're gonna see you
I
soon,
smoked
man.
it. You remember?
We're gonna see you soon, man. For real.
I already know
Stay
you
blessed.
got that.
Appreciate the constant support, brother. We're gonna have you on here
It's that
soon.
purple shit.
And say
Already
goodbye
know.
to Silk
I
Top
smoked it
Podcast.
before. You know I know the
Damn,
vlogs.
man, I
know the
love
truth.
y'all. Remember, my name is very rare _Eli on Instagram, and my name on all platforms is Lil BXP. BXP. Bitch, suck my dick.
Episode 10, the littlest episode of the world, nigga.
I'm going there and recording myself.
Let's get it.
More
That's always
shots.
trash.
I might pop in that.
You a disappointment.
Appreciate you, G. Peace.
Down the hall, knock.
Peace.
I've been at these studios before.
All right, here's a question I want people to answer to. You are on a boat, you're on a cruise, right?
Wait,
And you're-
before you finish asking that question, I do want to say this will have to be the last question. It's about that time.
Okay, last question. Then. Your boat crashes and you're on a desert island. You can only have 3 things with you on this island. What are you taking with you? Desert island.
How long
Crap.
am I on this island for?
You don't know when they're gonna pick you up. 3 months. That's how you gonna get 3 months.
He gonna float.
You better bring some seeds with you to grow some weed.
Alright, well.
What part of
so
the?
I was on a boat, right?
You were on the boat. The boat cracked. The boat sank. You're by yourself on this island. You can bring 3 things with you before the boat sinks. What you gonna bring?
Am I like in the Bahamas island?
You're in a deserted island. It's hot.
Is it like Island Boys?
It's like Hawaii. Island Boys. No, we gotta talk about that Kanye
there-
fucking picture of him getting caught, getting his dick sucked on a boat.
Y'all seen that?
Nah.
Y'all seen that picture?
Why do people
What would
cancel
you
that? Why do
do
people
if that
cancel
was
it?
you with your partner and they caught you?
your
What
ass
would
on
you do?
Motherfucking
See your ass on TMZ.
What would you do?
What do you mean?
There's nothing you could
Did
do.
you hear about it?
Like, yeah,
Did you hear about it?
You hear about that?
I'll make hoodies.
Kanye?
Kanye was like
Oh, with
in
his
some
girl on
other
the boat?
country, and there's a picture of him from he's on like a little cute little boat.
I seen it. I
Make
seen it.
Oh, you seen it?
seen
Make
the
the
picture?
Yeezy, make the
His
Yeezy
ass was out?
hoodies. Make
I
the
don't give a
Yeezy
fuck.
hoodies.
So
Put
you
them on a
wouldn't care if that
shoe.
was you on the news?
Something like that.
Why?
They gonna buy it regardless, and then you gonna really buy it. Like what?
Lucky said, put it on a hoodie or put it on a shoe. The picture.
Stop
That's
playing with
what
me. I'll
I'm
buy it.
saying. 2023.
Niggas is buying that shit.
I don't even own a pair of Yeezys, but if I see him getting head on a pair of Yeezys, I might get a pair. You might get 350 from me. You might get 450 from me. You might get 450 from me.
fucking funny,
Why not?
bro.
But do you think the Kanye we have now is a clone? Is a real question.
That's a real
Do you think they silenced the real Kanye?
Nah.
I personally don't think so.
Or-
I think he's just been through so much shit, but I think he's still
quiet now. He's
Kanye.
getting head
He's
on the
still
boat.
he knows when to come outside and get crazy. He knows. This nigga, what? He's motherfucking Kanye. He think he's 20 steps ahead.
Okay,
This
maybe
nigga
they
live
didn't
in the
clone
future.
him, but you think they definitely like took him somewhere for a few weeks and like they were like,
No,
"Alright,
I
we gonna get
think
you right."
he posted screenshots of a gym trainer, his gym trainer or whatever was saying screenshots, text messages like, yo, if you don't do what I tell you, like I'm gonna put you on meds again. So I do think he was on meds. He was in Hollywood. They were putting him on meds.
He has,
They were
like,
fucking with his
handlers.
head, all that shit. But I think he's broken free from that as of recently. Personally, I can't say that I know because I don't know the nigga. I don't hang out with the nigga. I don't know. But that's just my opinion. That's what I think.
Because he was really loud, but now he's really quiet.
Because I think he knows when to get loud. I think he's strategically loud.
That's true though.
Yeah,
That's
also
true. He's
true.
more
You know what I'm saying? Because he was loud when Donda 2 was, you know what I'm saying, in motion. He dropped that little, what's that little device thing that he had with the beats on it?
But
Oh, yeah.
even after all that, the last thing he pretty much did, he was like, I'm tired of playing with y'all. He's like, yo, Jewish people, like, and started going off on this whole thing. And then, like, that just, I feel like, hurt him more than everything else before that.
Why do you think it hurt him?
Because I don't know, like, it tarnished his image, like, and then everything he was saying, he was just unveiling the fucking curtains, bro. He was like, look, this is what's going on. I'm telling you what it is. Like, every single person in this industry is controlled. And he was just like, whether they want to admit it or not. And he was like, I'm the only one that's willing to do this.
Yeah.
And he literally said, like, on the Drink Champs, like, if I go quiet for a while, it's because I was doing too much and they told me to be quiet.
Damn, he said that on that. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
like, he
so
straight up
mad
said
I
it.
missed that episode because I meant to watch it, but I had so much going that week.
You can still
still
find
go back
it, bro.
and
You can
watch
find
They
it,
probably
bro.
deleted it though, no?
Dude, re-uploads, bro.
Yeah, it's
Fuck that. I
re-uploads.
want the real y'all.
You can find it somewhere on
You can find
YouTube.
it, bro.
Someone re-uploaded
You
it.
can find
Nah, Kanye been spitting.
Drink champs, y'all.
I know
Go
he
out there
he
for a
didn't.
minute.
Yeah.
Look,
Yo.
look, you can find it.
You can find it,
No,
bro.
you can find it, but it's not from Drink Champs. It's like
Yeah,
it's
you gotta go to the third party. But they have the full audio clips, though.
IG story to YouTube live stream subscribe.
That shit crazy.
Nah, no cap. I definitely feel like YouTube. Wow. Kanye definitely, you know, he, like you said, pulled the curtains back, and I feel like after it's smart for him to just, you know, be quiet for right now. Because even when he did pull the curtains back, he said, like, he started losing money. I don't know if you've seen. After he started saying, yo, these people control the shit, this whole industry is controlled by these types of people, whatever it is, I'm not going to say it, on the
You don't want
live
to lose
stream.
money?
I don't.
You don't want to lose money.
Motherfuckers, nah. I'm not making money. I'm not making money from this.
Yeah.
So,
But you don't
maybe
want to
future
lose
money.
Exactly.
Future
you don't
money.
want to lose the future.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, once he started airing shit out, like, they went after his bank accounts. They tried to cancel all this stuff.
He had like random
But
fees of like
con-
$2 million.
Yeah, like, he went from being a billionaire to, like, not being a billionaire anymore. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it all, oh yeah, we gotta wrap it up. It all comes with a price, you know what I'm saying? You know, when you pull the curtains back and you start saying too much, you know how it is. We live in a world where motherfuckers is getting canceled. But it's important to invest our time and build our following in platforms that still have free speech, such as Rumble. Something we should do. We should probably start live streaming on YouTube and Rumble and Facebook at the same time. So that's something we're going to work on. Shout out Rumble and Elon Musk for buying Twitter.
Yo.
You know, Twitter's been revealing a lot.
X now.
Yeah, X. Twitter's been revealing a lot and bringing a lot to the masses. But that being said, Still Talk Podcast episode 2, it flew by.
Episode 2?
Wow, that's how you know I'm faded. That's how you know I'm faded. I
did
literally
another
said 2.
Yeah.
I did another 8.
I confidently said that too. That's crazy.
Talking silky.
Episode 10. I'm talking silky right now. Episode 10 is some good. We finished the heme. We finished the wings. You know what I'm saying? I hope you enjoyed it. I feel like we could go for another 2 hours, no cap. I feel like this is just tip of the iceberg.
Part 2.
But once again,
Part 2.
we're gonna have to do it. We're gonna have to do a part 2, bro. I'm not gonna cap.
This is a good
I
cover.
think what I wanted.
We'll have a
Excuse me.
topic.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
get another pair of pajamas for this though.
Nah, for sure. I think
Everyone gotta wear
next episode I want to bring like the same amount of people, but all girls, and then
Yeah,
kind of
let's
bring
get
up
some
the
women.
masculinity, femininity
Like-
thing, and then get back to the
Too
know,
many, like, you know.
or even like mix it. You
Too
know what
many
I'm saying?
sausages.
We'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I had to bring the boys out for this one. You know what I'm saying?
No, bro.
I'm
I'm
saying-
a gang type of nigga. Like, come on.
I feel you though.
Indubitably, I'm always with that. But
Healing with
part 2,
Divinity.com.
can we please get some?
No, for sure. We're gonna make it work. That being said, thank you so much. I love you. I appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Soul Talk Podcast. We touched on a lot of things, and we hope we brought us some perspectives. Do you have any closing words?
Thank you so much for being here during this journey. This is our 10th episode. I'm so proud of us. This is a beautiful manifestation that Anu came up with, and I'm just enjoying the ride for real. And the team got me turts.
lit, you know what I'm saying? Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Thank you for the support. It's our 10th episode. I'm so blessed and I'm so grateful, and I appreciate all y'all for popping up, you know what I'm saying, and being a part of the conversation. Y'all could have been
Appreciate
anywhere in the
you,
world,
man.
but
Appreciate
y'all
you,
right here,
man.
right now.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? So thank you. Love you guys.
Yo.
Make sure you check out my latest content. You know what I'm saying? Where's Lil Death Star out now? Super duper fire. I got some new music dropping soon. I just dropped a single on YouTube and SoundCloud called Guap Up. Check that out. Anu and Friends season finale of episode 1 is dropping very soon, maybe within the week. And we're gonna be doing season 2. And season 2, where's season 2 gonna start? Should we talk about that? Or should we just
Season 2 is going to start in Hawaii.
season 2 in Hawaii? Anu Friends season 2. And that's it. We're not gonna talk about it no more. Love you guys. Peace. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. Every subscriber counts. Thank you guys. Still Talk Podcast episode 10.
Damn, 10 fucking episodes.
10.
10 fucking episodes.
10.
Yup. 10.
10 episodes.
How long is that?